It's time for Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700. The Storm invites you to enjoy exciting, hard-hitting action all season long. For your coverage of San Diego's future Padres and to find out what's on deck, get ready for the Lake Elsinore Storm pregame show, presented by the Toyota dealers of Southern California. Get a great lease or low financing on any new 06 Toyota. See your Southern California Toyota dealer today. Now let's head out to the ballpark and join the voice of the Storm, Sean McCall.
Hello, everyone. A very pleasant good evening to you. Welcome to the Diamond in Lake Elsinore, and welcome as well to tonight's Lake Elsinore Storm pregame show presented by the Toyota dealers of Southern California, reminding you, Toyota, we make it easy, oh so easy. I'm Sean McCall. Thanks, Eddie, for the help in studio at Cash 1700. Fans, happy Thursday night. It's the Storm at home against the Angels affiliate, the I-15 rivals, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. The Storm, a club that's in first place in the Cal League Southern Division, looking to make the playoffs for the 9th time in 13 years, and in first by a game and a half over High Desert and Lancaster, with Rancho just 3.5 back. These two teams have hooked up 17 times on the season. Lake Elsinore's won 11 of those meetings, including yesterday, 7-2 here at the stadium. The Storm had lost 3 in a row. Rancho had won 3 in a row, including back-to-back wins to start this homestand. On Monday, 9-0 Quakes when Carl Jelena picked up his second win of the season, a complete game shutout, becoming only the 9th pitcher in the Cal League this year, more than 1,000 Cal League games, and Jelena joined the likes of Brent Carter, the Storm lefty, who's on the mend, and Mike Ekstrom, now at AA, the former Storm, but Jelena pitched the gem on Monday, 9-0 Rancho. On Tuesday, Game 2 of 4, the Quakes trailed 2-1 going into the top of the 8th inning. A one-out, 2-run home run by Michael Collins was the difference in a 3-2 Rancho win. Yesterday, Lake Elsinore put up 5 in the first on their way to a 7-2 victory, and the Storm tonight will try to make it back-to-back behind the left-hander Cesár Ramos, opposed by righty for the Quakes, Fernando Rodriguez. A scheduled 7:05 first pitch. It's a thirsty Thursday. That means dollar beverages, sodas, and beers, and a chance to improve your spirits here at the Diamond in Lake Elsinore. The Storm, though, a club that will be home through Sunday, with Modesto in town for 3 in a row beginning tomorrow, and why not throw it out there? Friday night fireworks with a night of fellowship. Saturday, it's a Padres giveaway with a Padres jersey auction. Also, Dancing Christopher with some entertainment. And then on Sunday, to close out this 7-game homestand, it is Thunder's birthday. The Storm dog, yeah, who's your doggy? With the Dog Bowl giveaway, thanks to Guarantee Bank, Mascot Mania, and a lot going on here in Lake Elsinore. For the best available seats, call 951-245-HITS. You can always check things out online at stormbaseball.com. But if you can't make it to the stadium, keep it tuned to Cash 1700. Yes, we will have coverage for you. Tonight, Ramos for the Storm, Rodriguez for the Quakes. We'll break down these two pitchers, these two teams, check in on Cal League standings, and also recap the fun from one night ago. 7-2 Storm last night on a Family Fun Wednesday. First, though, fans, let's take care of some business. Reminding you to get the feeling Toyota. Eddie's in studio. I'm Sean McCall. We'll take the time out and come on back with more of the pregame show live from the Diamond in Lake Elsinore right after this.
Are you suffering from pizza and micro-brewed beer deprivation? Well, suffer no more. The new owners of Murrieta Pizza and Brewing Company have initiated their awesome new lunch specials for every budget. From pizza to salads to oven-toasted sandwiches and much more. The same mind-blowing pizza that we've all come to know and love. Hand-tossed and stone-baked, the purest mozzarella, and toppings to the roof. You can look, but you simply can't find a better pizza than at Murrieta Pizza and Brewing Company. And their micro-brewery produces some of the best beer on the planet. Try their famous micro-sampler. You may never want to leave. Murrieta Pizza and Brewing Company is now family-owned and operated, and they want to invite your family to come and join the fun. Hey, they even have a full arcade for the kids, a true neighborhood pizzeria and local brewery. Happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. daily, $6.50 a pitcher, $1.75 a mug, domestic. Now that's a happy hour. Stuck in traffic? Call ahead and have it ready. Murrieta Pizza and Brewing Company, your neighborhood pizzeria on Madison and Hot Springs Road, across from Walmart. Murrieta Pizza and Brewing Company, it's all good.
Here it comes, swing! Look at there! Look at there!
Nothing beats baseball. Hot dogs cooking, peanut vendors, the crack of the bat, Yeah, baseball is great, and you look ready for the season, decked out in the eyes of the storm.
The Lake Elsinore Storm games have these great giveaway days, and we get lots of cool items.
Sweet. What else did you get?
Well, we got a hat one night, a t-shirt another game, my kids got backpacks, and that's just a few games we went to.
Man, that's awesome. I see there's a company logo on the back of your hat.
There is, but on the front, it's the Eyes of the Storm, the #1 selling logo in all of minor league baseball.
This would be a great way for me to get my company name out into the community.
It sure is, and the items are saved and displayed, like bobbleheads, hats, thunderdolls.
What?
I'm Dawn with BAM Promotional Products, and I supply items for the Storm giveaways.
Wow. No BAM. Promotional Products and the Lake Elsinore Storm have opportunities for your company to reach thousands of people. Call the Storm at 951-245-HITS or Dawn at BAM Promotional Products, 296-1733. It's time for your business to step up to the plate with the Storm and BAM. Play ball.
Now, back to the Imperial Capital Bank Studios on Cash 1700, where money talks.
You're listening to the Lake Elsinore Storm pregame show on Cash 1700.
As I look down toward home plate, the exchange of the line of cards. Rancho manager Bobby Mitchell, Storm skipper Rick Renteria, two-man Cal League umpiring crew, and soon enough Cal League baseball game 4 of 4, but part of a 7-game homestand with Modesto in town tomorrow through Sunday, July 30th. Tonight, Cesár Ramos for Lake Elsinore, Fernando Rodriguez, the right-hander, for Rancho Cucamonga. Last night, Lake Elsinore came away with a 7-2 victory. The Storm did not score on Monday, scored only 2 runs on Tuesday, but yesterday 5 in the first inning, and ran Francisco Rodriguez, just sharing a name. No, not the Angels closer on a rehab assignment, but Francisco from Mexicali, Mexico, who lasted only 2/3 of an inning. The Storm sent 10 to the plate yesterday in the bottom of the first inning. 2-run home run from Sean Kazmar, a 2 RBI single from Matt Hagan. Jordani Ramirez had an RBI single in the inning as well, and the Storm would never look back. Right-hander Manny Ayala got the victory when he went 5 shutout innings. Did give up back-to-back singles to start the 6th, and 2 runs would score in the 6th for Rancho, but Quakes would never get any closer. The Storm actually would extend their lead with a run in the 6th, 1 more in the 7th on Skip Adams, 2-out RBI single that plated Chase Headley, who had started a rally with a 1-out single. Headley, by the way, has been sizzling hot, 6 games in a row with a hit, 10 of the last 11 and 20 of the last 22. And yesterday, Headley 2 for 3. He was not one of my stars of the game. Kazmar with the early home run in the first. Matt Hagan in his catching duties and a couple of RBIs. And then Manny Ayala in 6 innings, getting the win, now 3-2 on the year. And the Storm Club with a look at standings, leading the Cal League Southern Division with an 18-14 second-half record. High Desert and Lancaster just a game and a half back. The Jethawks have won 4 straight. Rancho, meanwhile, the Angels affiliate, 15-18. They're 3.5 back. So, too, is first-half champ Inland Empire. The 66ers have lost 4 in a row. In the North, San Jose, 20-13. Half game up on Visalia. Good race in the North. Stockton, 3 back at 16-15. And then Bakersfield, 5 back. Modesto, 9 back if you care. Yesterday around the league, besides Lake Elsinore, 7-2 win here at the Diamond. San Jose 2, Stockton 1. It was High Desert defeating Modesto 5-3 in High Desert. Lancaster 4, Inland Empire 1. And Bakersfield slowed down Visalia 5-3. Today, those 2 teams enjoying a day off. The Storm, though, they are not. They're looking forward to a Game 4 matchup and a thirsty Thursday gathering here at the stadium. Ramos for the Storm, Rodriguez for the Quakes. Scheduled 7:05 first pitch. We're going to take a timeout on the pregame show, reminding you to get the feeling Toyota. The lights are on, a little breeze here at the stadium, but a warm day and still trying to cool things down here in Lake Elsinore. Some scattered clouds and the foothills still aglow. We'll take a timeout. Keep it tuned to Cash 1700. When we come back, we'll break down this Game 4 matchup right after this.
The 06 Toyota Tundra. It hauls anything and everybody. It'll haul up to 6 people. A payload of over 2,000 pounds. It'll tow over 7,000. And with an available 4.7-liter I-Force V8, it'll really haul. The Toyota Tundra. Haul one home today. Now get cash back, low APRs, or special leases on our huge selection of new 06 Tundras. There are 18 different models. Regular cabs, access cabs, double cabs, 4x2s or 4x4s. From the super economical V6 to the incredibly powerful I-Force V8. See your Toyota dealer and drive home your new Tundra today. Purchase or lease from new car dealer stock. Offers cannot be combined. Limited term financing through Toyota Financial Services to well-qualified credit customers only. For details, call 1-888-MY-TOYOTA. Toyota, moving forward.
Hey, Tanya Roberts here, and I want to know, where are you going on your next romantic getaway? Well, how about 3 days and 2 nights in Las Vegas? And what about you don't pay a dime for it? That's right. Act like a high roller in Vegas and pay nothing for it. It's all part of our celebration of Vegas's newest 5-star resort, Tahiti Village. We want you to get out of Dodge. Stir up a little romantic magic in the most exciting city on earth with a complimentary second honeymoon, all on Tahiti Village. Come on, you know you deserve it. You know you want it. Las Vegas is calling. So stop what you're doing and call this special toll-free number, 866-9-FUN-NOW. Oh, and there's a bonus. If you call right now, they're going to throw in tickets to a hot show right on the Strip. Can we say high roller treatment, baby? So call 866-9-FUN-NOW for all the exciting details. That's 866-9-FUN-NOW. Call now.
XSE 1700 AM, Tecate, Baja California.
Cash 1700.
Where money talks.
Now back to the Lake Elsinore Storm pregame show on Cash 1700.
Welcome back, Storm fans, to the Diamond and Lake Elsinore. Sean McCall with you live here, press box level. Eddie in studio at Cash 1700. Good matchup. Fernando Rodriguez for Rancho, the right-hander. In 20 ball games, 19 starts, he's 7-5 with a 4.37 earned run average against Lake Elsinore. In a couple of starts, 0-1, but a 2.45 earned run average. In 11 innings, though, the Storm with 16 hits and hitting .320. Against Fernando, who's looking for his 8th win of the year. Rodriguez from El Paso, Texas, 22 years young and an 18th round draft choice in 2003 by the LA Angels of Anaheim. The Storm tonight, the Padres affiliate, counter with southpaw from Pico Rivera, California. Cesár Ramos, midseason All-Star, former Long Beach State 49er. He, too, makes his 21st appearance. In fact, in his 20th start, Ramos 6-4 with a 3.03 earned run average. That ERA is 4th lowest in the California League. This season, Ramos has made 3 starts against Rancho Cucamonga, 0-0 with a 2.81 earned run average. But Ramos looking for his 7th win of the year. Rodriguez looking for his 8th, and a Storm club that if they can get a win tonight, they'll even the series at 2 games apiece. The anthem's upon us. We're closing shop on the pregame show. Fans, keep it tuned to Cash 1700. When we come back, we'll have a look at the Storm batting lineup. We'll then enjoy first pitch action right after this timeout.
You've been listening to the Lake Elsinore Storm pregame show on Cash 1700, presented by the Toyota dealers of Southern California. Right now, it's incredibly easy to get a great lease or low financing on any new 2006 Toyota car, truck, or SUV. Just see your Southern California Toyota dealer today. Please stay tuned for all the play-by-play coverage coming up next on Cash 1700.
Is your corporate image confused by multiple designs? Are you trying to coordinate with 3 or 4 different vendors to get your advertising and marketing materials produced? Robinson Printing is the perfect solution, and we do it all under one roof. Robinson Printing specializes in quality, full-color digital offset printing. We also offer creative graphic design, digital commercial photography, and complete in-house bindery. Located in Temecula, call us at 951-296-0300 or visit us online at robinsonprinting.com.
Get ready to play ball. Celebrating year number 13 at the Diamond, the Lake Elsinore Storm professional baseball team invites you to be a part of America's pastime. Your Storm, the San Diego Padres California League affiliate, will make another run for the title, seeking their 3rd league championship in franchise history. Enjoy the fun at the ballpark and exciting Storm action. Here with all of the play-by-play coverage is Sean McCall on Cash 1700.
Welcome back, Storm fans, to the Diamond and Lake Elsinore. A very pleasant good evening to you. Game 4 of a 4-game series, part of a week-long homestand. The Modesto Nuts, the Colorado Rockies, affiliate in town tomorrow through Sunday, but here tonight, Thursday, improve your spirits. Dollar beverages, sodas, and beers, but a matchup of Cesár Ramos for the Storm, Fernando Rodriguez for Rancho Cucamonga. The I-15 rivals, the Storm and the Quakes, They'll meet for the 18th time this year. Storm just 3-3 against the Quakes here at home, 8-3 at the epicenter. And as Ramos goes through his warm-up pitches, he'll get help from a Storm batting lineup that is brought to you by the Mill Restaurant in downtown Murrieta. Gourmet pizza, pasta, and salads, breakfast on the weekends. Say hi to Kirk Dye and friends, Adam Bouvet and company, and enjoy the Mill. Isn't that what you came for? For manager Rick Renteria, 1 through 9 like this: Josh Howard, Sean Kazmar, and Peter Ciafrone, with the middle third of Nick Crosta, Chase Headley, and Tim Brown. The bottom third of Matt Hagan, Skip Adams, and your Donnie Ramirez, rounding out that Storm attack that's brought to you by the Mill Restaurant in downtown Murrieta. With a scheduled 7:05 first pitch, a little bit tardy, but also a little delay with a gate open up in left field down by the corner. Ramos with a black jersey on tonight, black tops, white pants, the high rally sock look for Cesar, and tonight it's the black cap with the red bill and the eyes that'll look right back at you. Storm tonight trying to even a series after dropping a Game 1 matchup 9-0 on Monday. It was nothing night, so isn't that fitting? But not really so. And then on Tuesday, Storm led a ball game 2-1 with just 5 outs to play, but Michael Collins hit a 1-out 2-run home run in what turned out to be a Rancho victory yesterday, 7-2 Storm. With 11 hits from Lake Elsinore in support of right-hander and winner Manny Ayala. Tonight, it's Ramos ready to go, and at the plate for Rancho, top of the order, Nate Sutton. Left-handed hitting DH, 274 batter. Ramos' first pitch, fastball for a called strike, and now we're underway. 7:07, according to Lloyd Nixon, the official scorekeeper here at the stadium. Happy Thursday, why not? Sutton, having a 2-for-14 series, takes that second pitch for a called strike. He doesn't concur, and it's 0-2. Rancho in their road gray look. Gray tops, gray pants. Sutton with a high rally sock look. Ramos looks in, has the sign, the 0-2 from Cesar. Fastball. Did it hit him? Fouled there at the plate. The batter claiming it hit him in the arm. The umpire saying it's a foul ball, and it's going to be Sutton showing his left arm. Nate, come on back. We'll see what's going to happen here. The manager, Bobby Mitchell, makes a slow walk down from the third base coaching box area. He'll say a few words to the plate umpire. Oh, my good friends in blue. Normally in years past, when a homestand started, the umpires would stay with the club through the homestand, and then once the homestand ends, you go on to a new series. But oddly enough, over the first 3 games of this series, Matthew Hensel and Bradley Lawhead were the umpires, but now it's a new 2-man crew. And so talking things over with Mitchell is Garrett Wilson. The call won't change. Instead, it's a foul ball instead of a possible hit by pitch, and so an 0-2 coming up to Nate Sutton. Lights are on at the stadium. A little breeze actually blowing out toward left center, oddly enough. The 0-2 taken down low outside, 1-2. Defensively, Matt Hagan is the Storm catcher. Back-to-back nights for Hagan, flashing signs. But also for Hagan, it's only his 7th game this year behind the dish. But a catcher by trade, utility extraordinaire this year. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Ball that was in the dirt, scooped by Hagan, who applies the tag on the back of Nate Sutton, who walks slowly toward the dugout instead of walking to first on what he thought was the 0-2 that hit him. He's to the first base dugout, and yes, 2 words for Nate. You, my friend, can sit down. Gone on the strikeout. It is the first for Ramos. Cesar in 113 innings coming in. A lot of work for the 22-year-old. 59 strikeouts, and with 1 down, here's Freddy Sandoval. Switch hitter swinging from the right side, and first pitch up and away, 1-0. Sandoval, 276 batter. He's had 1 hit in each of the 3 games so far in the series. Finds himself 3 for 13. I'll spit it out. The 1-0 pitch. That's taken down low, 2-0. Besides Hagan, the catcher, Tim Brown at first, Sean Kazmar at second, Skip Adams, the shortstop, Chase Headley at third. Left to right in the outfield, Peter Ciafrone, Yordani Ramirez, and Josh Howard. 2-0 from Ramos, swung on, hit foul toward the grassy berm. Who's making a play? Junior had a chance, and a bigger kid made a play. That big kid needs to get out. If you're over 5 feet, get out. Looks like he might need to be ID'd. Let the kids have their fun. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled back, this time off the netting. And the bat boy will go pick that one up. A new pearl thrown out there from Hagen to Ramos. Cesar with jersey 37 on his back. Currently, among active pitchers, nobody has a lower earned run average than Ramos in the Cal League at 3.03. 0-0 in the first. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit foul, right side to the concourse. Shoots back down, or does it? No, it'll kick around in a canopied area. The picnic area has a new tent today. Last Saturday when the Storm were in Lancaster, and they told me that it was 117 degrees here, and a little monsoon came by and just ripped the tent right off the first base area. The 2-2 swung on, that flipped it well to left center field. On the run, Ciafrone, can he get there? He does make the catch, going quickly to his left, and gone is Sandoval on the well-struck line out to left center field. I didn't know if Ciafrone was going to get there, but in the end, on stride, he was sprinting along, and there's out number 2. Sandoval, who yesterday went 1 for 4, picked up an RBI single when Rancho got off the 0 column in the runs, that is, and picked up a couple of runs yesterday. Sandoval drove in the game's first for the Quakes in the 6th, but they only got 2 last night in a 7-2 Storm win. Here's Sean Rodriguez, .310 batter, right-handed hitting shortstop. First pitch, taken for a strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Currently, Rodriguez at .310, 9th best in the Cal League. He's also 3rd in the league in home runs. Squared up at the plate, the 0-1. Fastball, a little bit inside, 1-1. Special hello to young Cody Wood, Storm strength and conditioning coach. He's tried to help me along, but some people are just truly projects, and I'm one of those. Cody, you have any faith that I can maybe resurrect this tired body? 1-1. Missing down low, 2-1. Cody, what do you do with a fungo like me? You start with maybe simple steps and work your way up the ladder? 3 sets of 12, baby. Cody Wood, strength and conditioning coach, stopping by to encourage fans to come on out this weekend and watch the Modesto Nuts. The 2-1 swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Lights are on to the diamond. Breeze is shifting a little bit, now a little left to right. The right fielder, Josh Howard, still in a little bit of the sunshine, just a splash on him, but otherwise everybody else in the shadows, if you will. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, that's hit out into center field. Ramirez has to hurry, going to his left, and there, just 2 steps from the warning track, maybe only 1. Making a catch out near the 386 mark, and Sean Rodriguez. He lines out after Freddy Sandoval lined out, and Ramos, who got a strikeout to start the game, has a 1-2-3 inning, and yes, we're underway in Lake Elsinore. Keep it tuned to Cash 1700. Happy Thursday night through 1/2. It's Rancho nothing. The hometown Storm, they're coming to bat.
The companies that comprise the D.R. Horton family of builders are dedicated to building quality-crafted, distinctive homes right here in Lake Elsinore. You can see our brand-new D.R. Horton development called Vista del Lago above the center field fence the next time that you visit the Diamond. D.R. Horton is building another landmark development called North Oaks in Murrieta at the 215 Clinton Keith exit. For more information on D.R. Horton handcrafted homes with impeccable quality and timeless tradition, log on today to drhorton.com. D.R. Horton will make you feel right at home.
Paris Valley Auto Center, where every new car purchase comes with a 1-year maintenance policy and receive an oil change for just $15.95 for most cars when you mention this ad. Paris Valley Auto Center is the top in customer satisfaction in the region and within minutes of anywhere in the valley. Bring in any auto ad and we'll show you the Paris Valley difference. Every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile long-haul warranty. Kia, a great car at a great price.
Why is it when someone says, to make a long story short, it's usually too late? Well, here's something short and sweet. First Horizon Home Loans. If you're thinking about buying a home, you should know that First Horizon is committed to making the mortgage process as simple and straightforward as possible, so you can start enjoying your new home right away. Now that's a short story with a happy ending. First Horizon Home Loans. Get home with less stress.
Don't shop for your home unprepared. Call Robert Sievers at 951-490-3434 to get pre-qualified.
All loans subject to approval. Certain restrictions may apply. Equal housing lender.
Now, back to the Imperial Capital Bank Studios on Cash 1700, where money talks.
You're listening to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700.
Cesár Ramos did his job in the top of the first. Let's see if the Storm Bats can come alive as they did last night. when they put up a 5 spot and knocked the starting pitcher, Francisco Rodriguez, out of the ballgame after 2/3 of an inning. Tonight, not Francisco, but Fernando Rodriguez, and the right-hander from El Paso, Texas. 7-5 with a 4.37 earned run average, and he'll take on a Storm batting lineup with Howard, Kazmar, and Ciafrone expected here in the bottom of the first inning. The right fielder, Cliff Remley, is jogging in. Not sure if Remley needs to get some... No, he's going to take some shades. That's surprising. Shadows on the base of the 36-foot high wall in right. If Remley went all the way back to the scoreboard, I guess then you might have to contend with some sunshine. So that's optimistically speaking for the Storm. Get one to the wall and see if Remley will have to use the shades. But it is Storm right fielder, at least tonight. Leadoff hitter Josh Howard. Left-handed batter, 311 hitter, and the righty Rodriguez. First pitch, it's over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Fernando, 6'3", 210-pounder. Begins his windup, the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded left side of the shortstop. Rodriguez is up with it. He better hurry. The throw to first. It is in time. Howard will force the defense to hurry their process, and that time Rodriguez charged it. Once he saw Howard was pretty close, that young man's got a strong arm, and he uncorks a laser over to first, and gone is Howard by a stride. Josh went 0 for 1 on Monday. Came out of the ball game after the first. Had a base hit Tuesday, 2 for 5 yesterday. Starts this one with a ground out to short. And with one down, here's Sean Kazmar in the 2-hole, batting second, playing second. Right-handed hitter takes a pitch inside. It's 1-0. Yesterday, Howard singled, and then Kazmar went deep. His 7th of the year, the money ball at the diamond, the home run. The 1-0, called strike on the outer half, and the 238 batter has the count even up 1-1. Kaz today with a high rally sock look as well. 1-1 from Rodriguez. Swung on, hit foul off the netting, right of the dish, and bounces to one of the bat boys, first base side. Mr. Jeremy picks it up, chucks it across the diamond. Jeremy, that's a bad toss. Matt there to pick it up, though. Your first baseman needs to scoop one out on occasion. The 1-2. Fastball inside, 2-2. I think Jeremy on the first base side catching some heat from fans in the first row. We want that souvenir. Hey, Jeremy, give him heck, my friend. Or barter well. See if you can get yourself a soda. 2-2 from Rodriguez. Off speed outside in the dirt. 72-mile-an-hour pitch. Missing away, and it's 3-2. Former University of Tampa Spartan catcher Tim Duff is flashing signs for Rodriguez. We'll set the rest of the defense in a moment. One out, nobody on. No score yet in the first. The 3-2 to Kazmar. Swung on. That's well struck to left field. He turned on it to the track, to the wall. This baseball is gone! Sean Kazmar. He pulled it right over the left field wall. It's an 8-foot high wall. Good thing it wasn't 12-foot high. It might not have got out. But Kaz did turn on the 3-2 pitch, and as he did yesterday, he goes deep in the first, and Kaz with 8 on the year. RBI number 36, 1-0 Storm. Fernando Rodriguez in 117 innings, which is top 5 in the league. He just allowed his 10th home run of the season. Storm by a run. Here's Peter Ciafrone. Left-handed batter hitting .336. First pitch, that's well struck out in the left center field, slicing away from Fuller, but Cody has a play and making the catch at the warning track. Hang in there, Cio. Peter yesterday 1 for 5 with a single his first time up, having a 2 for 13 series, but he gave that pitch a ride. In a lot of parks, that's a potential home run here at the stadium. That was caught at the warning track. That's about a 395-foot flyout. And that's after the home run down the line with Kazmar giving the Storm the lead. Here's Nick Cross, the Storm DH. First pitch swinging, fouled this way. Press box level and above the sound and PA room. It's out of play and out in front of Pete Learfield, known as the Diamond. Cross, a .272 batter. Cleanup hitter, having a 1 for 13 homestand. May that change tonight. The 0-1. Swung on, fouled back off the netting. It's 0-2. Last night, 5 in the first. Tonight, 2 outs, 1 already across, thanks to Kazmar's line drive to left. Cross awaits the 0-2, and Rodriguez's pitch. Breaking ball outside, 1-2. Nick Cross to hit in 10 in a row. And then back-to-back nights he's had the Ofer. Trying to change that right now. Catcher sets up in. The 1-2 is swung on, hit back off the pitcher's glove. Rodriguez able to go chase after it. He'll pick it up, throw it to first, and boy, does he save some trouble there. Could have been a line drive right back off him, but the leather deflected it, bounced toward the first base line. Cross is gone at first base on a hard-hit line drive off the pitcher's mitt, and in the inning, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, none left. We are through 1 complete on a thirsty Thursday at the Diamond in Lake Elsinore, going to the second, 1-0 Storm.
And now, back to Padres Talk with Bruce Bochy.
Our next guest is up-and-coming comic Scott Limebrink.
Thank you. Hey, I just flew in, and boy, my arm's tired.
Thank goodness the guy can pitch.
Is this thing on?
See your Padres battle the Washington Nationals Friday, August 4th at 7:05 and get a new Padres t-shirt presented by the Aflac All-American High School Baseball Classic. Get your tickets at Padres.com or 1-877-PRIOR-TICKETS. Padres Baseball.
You know, the goal of a baseball game is to get home quickly, and nothing is more exciting than a play at the plate. Well, Farmer John feels the same way about dinner. All Farmer John products, ham, bacon, sausage, and hot dogs, are made fresh right here in the Southland, so they can get to your home plate as quickly as possible. Farmer John is the preferred hot dog of the Lake Elsinore Storm for the entire 2005 season. Get fresh. Get Farmer John.
CompUSA email bag.
Lisa emails, Dear CompUSA, I need a great camera, but I'm a student, so I also need a great deal. Okay, Lisa, how about $120 off a 5-megapixel Kodak EasyShare digital camera? That's right, $120 off. That puts it under $130 after savings and rebates, our lowest price ever. That and hundreds more back-to-school deals are good through Saturday at CompUSA. We got it, we get it. See store for details.
Now, back to the Imperial Capital Bank Studios on Cash 1700, where money talks.
Now, back to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700.
Cesár Ramos in the Storm leading 1-0, and Ramos' first pitch to cleanup hitter Michael Collins. Missing low, right-handed hitting first baseman. Batting .300 and having a solid series, 5 for 12 against the Storm, 1 for 4 last night. 1-0 from Ramos. Swung on, hit foul, right side, off the overhang and out of play. Parking lot bound. I don't have a chance to see what goes on in the parking lot. Who chases after those Cal League baseballs? Hopefully misguided youth. Looking for a pickup game somewhere. Just don't see enough of it these days. Skateboards and everything else. Motocross, not enough hoops and baseball. Little wiffle ball in the backyard never hurt. 1-1 to Collins, the Australian from Canberra. Grounds that one left side. A roller for Chase Headley. He picks it up, fires across. Collins gone by a stride and sounded like a broken bat job there as well. 4 straight retired by Ramos. I thought a big pitch early when Cesár got ahead 0-2 on Nate Sutton. Catcher set up a little bit in on the left-handed hitter. Pitch came in and Sutton claimed it hit him. Was showing his left arm to the umpire. Blue didn't buy it. Blue thought it was a foul ball. Ramos ended up getting the strikeout instead of a leadoff batter aboard, and he also induced a line out to left center and a well-struck ball toward right center. But still, they were both outs. He has 4 in a row, and here's Cliff Remily, left-handed hitter, .298 batter. First pitch fastball high from the southpaw Ramos, 1-0. Remily had a 4 RBI game with a 3-run home run in the mix on Monday. Rancho won by 9 on nothing night. The 1-0 called strike 1-1. But the Storm won 10 of the first 14 head-to-head. Rancho won back-to-back Monday and Tuesday. Storm victorious last night. And Lake Elsinore's won 11 of the 17 meetings. 1-1 from Cesár. Fastball for a strike on the outer half, 1-2. But also these two teams, that is, will get to know each other again in August. 4 times in Rancho, 4 more here at the Diamond. 8 more head-to-head. And that's after tonight. Storm 1, Quakes nothing, top of 2. The 1-2, breaking ball, did he go in the dirt? Check swing on the appeal, no, says the first base umpire. Matt Hagan, did he get a haircut? I think he might have, or did he? Or maybe it's just the catcher's helmet that has knocked down his due, but I think he got his haircut. Do I pay attention to those things? I do, yes, because you're around these guys all the time. Bus ride to Bakersfield on Tuesday. Can I wait? Yeah, I can. The 2-2. Swung on, hit foul. Left side. That's overhang bound. Is it coming back? It is. Rolling down the drain and loops up down toward the crowd, but that's an empty seat right there. Not many Thirsty Thursdays left this year. Only 2 more in the regular season. Hopefully the boys will be playing postseason baseball in September. 2-2 from Ramos. Down low outside, 3-2. Remley in the series, 3 for 12. Cliff had a base hit yesterday, 1 for 4. But this is a club that has Rodriguez batting third, hitting .310. Collins a .300 hitter. Remley at .298. The guy on deck, Fuller, .299. They've got some sticks. They're down 1-0 though. And Ramos looks in, exhales, begins the windup. The 3-2 pitch. Missing down low. It is a 1-out walk. 4 straight outs. Remley now aboard. Brings up Cody Fuller. Tomorrow, a night of fellowship here at the stadium. A busy night as well. Expecting a good crowd. Also, it's a fireworks extravaganza. Saturday, Padres giveaway, a Padres jersey auction. Dancing Christopher. If you haven't seen him, worth a chuckle. He'll be entertaining. And on Sunday, Thunder's birthday. Dog Wonder. Who's your doggy? 6:05 and Mascot Mania. Ramos works from the stretch. At the plate is Fuller, right-handed hitter. First pitch is hit foul, right side, and that's out of play. Parking lot bound, 0-1. See if I can get you a quick Temecula Motorsports out-of-town scoreboard report. San Diego Padres on the road at Coors Field, leading Colorado 8-3. Already Josh Barfield has hit 2 home runs. Brian Giles has homered. Mike Piazza's hit his 16th. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded left side. Headley cuts it off, goes to second for 1. Kazmar's relay, that's in plenty of time. That's a nice turn. 5-4-3, inning-ending double play. Fuller can run a little bit, but he wasn't close to being safe at first base. The 1-out walk gets erased on the double play ball, and after the Storm score in the bottom of the first on Kazmar's home run, Ramos puts up a 0 in the top of the second through 1.5 in Lake Elsinore. 1-0 Storm.
For 60 years, you've included Best Western in your family's summer vacation. To say thanks, the Best Western Hotels of California, Hawaii, and Nevada are offering you a limited edition $50 Best Western travel card and up to 20% off your stays with our baseball fan rate. Experience the best summer ever with the Best Western Hotels of California, Hawaii, and Nevada. Because when you stay any 6 nights with us through August 19th, you'll receive a $50 travel card to use towards a future Best Western stay anywhere in the world, including the 338 hotels in California, Hawaii, and Nevada. And save up to 20% off with our baseball fan rate. Visit us today at bestwesternbaseball.com or call 866-743-8738. And remember to book the baseball fan rate.
You know those motorcycles that you see everyone riding? How come that's not you cruising the boulevard? The people at Temecula Motorsports can resolve that little problem. They've got the bike you've been dreaming about in their showroom, like the 2005 Honda VTX 1300C. Performance, value, style, and a look all its own. A giant V-twin with plenty of power and torque. The ride is pure VTX, cool and comfort. Drop by Temecula Motorsports, 26860 Jefferson, Murrieta. Winchester off-ramp, 515, right on Jefferson and North 1 mile.
California Coast Credit Union, all about you.
Is money a little tight? Maybe you want to be financially prepared for life's little surprises. Well, that's why I'm with California Coast Credit Union. They helped me with a low 5.95% intro rate equity advantage line and with an interest-only option for low monthly payments, no fees, and a low long-term rate. Call California Coast today at 877-495-1600.
Intro rate for first 6 months, then adjust to prime plus 0%. Rates and terms subject to change. Equal housing lender.
XSE 1700 AM, Tecate, Baja California.
Cash 1700.
Where money talks.
You're listening to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700.
Storm by a run, courtesy of 21-year-old Sean Kazmar from Las Vegas, Nevada. Yesterday, homered in the first, today as well. 1-0 Storm, bottom of 2. Chase Headley to lead off against righty Fernando Rodriguez. First pitch, called strike 0-1. Chase batting .296, just 4 points from .300. Go get him. The 0-1, swung on, that's hit high in the air to left. Slicing away from Toussaint Pedrew has a play to his right, about 6 steps, making a catch, and Headley has gone on the fly out to left. Since Kazmar's home run on a 3-2 pitch. More of a line drive than a fly ball deep. Last night's ball that he hit deep and high in the air, arcing over that 8-foot-high wall. But tonight, I wasn't certain until that ball crept over and the left fielder reacted the way he did. And Kazmar has hit him in back-to-back games, 8 on the year. Good for him. He hit 10 a season ago at Fort Wayne. And he's got 37 left if he played in every ball game. One down, here's Tim Brown, 291 hitter. Left-handed batter has hit him 9 of 10, and he takes first pitch fastball. Called strike on the outer half, 0-1. Brown, 1 for 2 last night. He also walked a couple of times to go along with a single. The 0-1 takes that low. He hits the ball and a strike. The defensive shift is on. They give Brown the third base line. Literally the third baseman Sandoval playing on the 5.5 hole. The 1-1. Swung on, chopped right side. That's foul. The bouncer that will head toward the first base coach for the Storm. Chris O'Riordan, you got to work on that horseshoe toss. Got to refine your skee ball game. O'Riordan over there on the first base side picked it up and looked to go fourth or fifth row. I need to have him a little more accurate. Wonder how his skee ball game is, or horseshoe for that matter. How's yours? The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, going the other way. That's Brown, slicing one toward the left field corner. Tim's going to have a chance at a double. He's rounding first. He will go into second base. He is aboard on the one-out extra base hit. And for Brown, the team leader now with 29 doubles on the season. So they pitched him to go the other way. He did. I mentioned Josh Barfield with 2 home runs tonight at Coors Field, with the Padres leading the Rockies 8-3 in the 5th inning. Barfield had 46 doubles when he was with the Lake Elsinore Storm and a Cal League MVP, but that is not the Storm's single-season record, and that's if you care. Joe Urso, who's remembered here at the stadium with that permanently enshrined baseball out in center, he's the Storm record holder. Here's Matt Hagan, right-handed hitter. He bangs that one out into center field. That's playable, though, for Fuller. Cody is there making a catch, and Brown had gone about halfway, not looking to tag. Hagan, yesterday 2 for 4. He has hit in 2 straight, came in batting 182, and first pitch swinging, flies out to center. But Barfield, just food for thought when he played with the Storm in 2003. Not only did he lead the league with 185 hits, led the country, 46 of those were doubles, and he drove in a franchise record 128 RBI. Broke Todd Green's mark. Green now a backup catcher with the San Francisco Giants, but Greeny had 124, and that's Todd, not Khalil, back in 94. Here's Storm shortstop Skip Adams, right-handed hitter. The righty Fernando Rodriguez from the stretch, and now stepping off with the presence of Tim Brown at second. Brownie 4 for 5 in steals, but I don't think he's going too far. Storm by a run, bottom of 2. Adams, 239 batter. Waiting patiently now, the pitch to the plate, breaking ball away, 1-0. But Joe Urso, the Storm record holder in doubles with 47. That was in 1996 when he led the country with that mark. He added 5 more in the postseason when the Storm won their first Cal League title. But Brown is at second base, 29 doubles, and that is tied for 4th in the league. 1-0 to Adams. Swung on. That's hit out into right center field. That's a base hit. Brown's going to be waved home. The center fielder Fuller coming with the throw. It is not cut off. It's not in time, and Brown scores standing up on Skip Adams. RBI single. Single Skip. True to his name right there, but that's not a baseball term. He's playing the field, and with the RBI, it's his 41st of the year. The Storm have scored in back-to-back innings and lead it 2-0 at the Diamond. Brings up Yordany Ramirez. With 2 outs, Brown didn't have to worry if the ball was going to be caught. He's breaking on contact, and he was able to score standing up on that line drive out into right center. I thought the center fielder Fuller made a good break on the contact and got to the ball in a hurry. Bottom line is, had a long throw, didn't get there in time, and it's Adams at first, and Ramirez at the plate. Yordany, he's had a hit in all 3 games during the homestand. Good for him. .216 average. 4 for 9 in the series. Right-handed batter. First pitch. Swung on. That's lifted out into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Toussaint plays it on a hop. Yordany's hit in 4 in a row. And the Storm, once through the order, They have 4 hits. They've scored 2 runs. No strikeouts or walks for Fernando Rodriguez. Fernando 7-5 with a 4.37 earned run average. When I say the name Fernando, personally I think of Fernando Valenzuela. Last year his son, Fernando Jr., played with Lake Elsinore, no longer with the Padres organization. I'm allowed a couple of thoughts with pitching coach Eric Bennett out to say a few words to pitcher and catcher, with Tim Duff out there listening in for the moment. But Fernando Valenzuela, senior that is, how about his start back in 1981 with the Los Angeles Dodgers when he won his first 8 starts? And Jared Weaver of the Angels these days, the former Long Beach State star and also former Rancho Cucamonga Quake who pitched last year against the Storm in his professional debut. Weaver is 7-0. And the last guy to do that, Fernando back in 81. After the discussion, first and second, for top of the order, Josh Howard. Josh grounded out his first time up. 3-11 batter. Left-handed hitter. First pitch. There's a called strike. Rodriguez ahead 0-1. Padres today sent Woody Williams to the mound after yesterday. Jake Peavy got back to the win column. First time since May 28th. Peavy's birthday is May 31st, so maybe a belated birthday present for Jake. Long time coming, but he also homered yesterday. The 0-1. Swung on line, but there's the first baseman, Collins, making a squeeze. That's a hard hit ball, but L3 in the book. Line out to Collins at first, and that ends the bottom of the second. In the inning, 6 to the plate. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left, 2 complete. We'll go to the third. 2-0 Lake Elsinore.
74 Motorsports in Lake Elsinore is your extreme sports headquarters for the whole family. With more selection, more value, more customer service. 74 Motorsports has the largest inventory lineup of new Kawasaki, Yamaha, Polaris, Sea-Doo, and Bombardier in the valley. This 30,000 square foot superstore is jam-packed with top-of-the-line parts and accessories. They're right off the freeway and right on the price. 74 Motorsports from the I-15 exit west on Highway 74 to Collier. Experience the difference. See why you get more off the 74.
Have you ever had a customized Chipotle burrito made precisely how you want it? That's right, Chipotle, and it's gourmet. Burritos and tacos made to order with 17 ingredients let you cover all 4 food groups in a single bite. Chipotle Mexican Grill located in Temecula off Margarita and General Kearney. Try it for yourself and see why crowding the plate is a good thing. Chipotle Mexican Grill serving gourmet tacos and burritos. Chipotle in Temecula, an unbeatable sponsor of Storm Baseball in 2006.
Yeah, my wife's pregnant, so since she's driving more carefully now, maybe we could get a discount on our rate, huh?
That's a real question that was put to the licensed insurance experts at Progressive Direct. When you call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, we'll answer your questions and help you find the policy that best fits you. So whether your question's unique or typical...
Will I get a discount if I insure both my cars with you?
In fact, she will. Call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Progressive Direct Insurance Company and its affiliates, Mayfield Village, Ohio. Available in most states and situations.
Now, back to the Imperial Capital Bank Studios on Cash 1700, where money talks.
Now, back to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700.
Happy Thursday, 2-0 Storm. Cesár Ramos, Storm starter on the mound against Rancho left fielder, number 7 hitter, Drew Toussaint. 243 batter takes first pitch called strike at the knees on the inside part of the plate, 0-1. Ramos helped out by an inning-ending double play after a one-out walk last inning. Got 2, and he's faced the minimum. Toussaint, meanwhile, having a good series, and the 0-1 swung on, flared to right field, or is it? Kazmar going back, reaches forward, and makes the catch. Sean Kazmar in the role of the wide receiver right there, drifting back and stretching out. The wide receivers may not have that baseball glove that extends the hand, but Kazmar timed it well, jumped forward a little bit, stretched out, didn't dive for it, just made a nice catch, timed it, and Toussaint has gone on the soft liner. Can I call it a mission optometric eye-catching play of the game? All right, I will. Mission optometric eye-catching play of the game. Here's Tim Duff, catcher, 236 batter, right-handed hitter, takes a pitch up high that sails off the glove of Matt Hagan, and a new pearl thrown out there to Ramos. Cesar, 16 pitches in a 1-2-3 first. Threw 12 more in the second. And currently 31 pitches in. 2-0 Storm, a run in the first and the second, and the 1-0 is swung on, fouled back. Below the press box overhang, the catwalk, and ending up out in front of the souvenir store here at the stadium. Make sure you say hi to Donna, dealing with Donna. See what kind of deal she'll give you. You ever watch Let's Make a Deal, Monty Hall? I dressed up on occasion, but those were different parties. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 coming up to Duff. The pitch swung on and missed the high heater. And Tim down 1-2. Duff from Scottsdale, Arizona. Didn't play Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, but gets the Game 4 start. And Duff in 3 games against the Storm this year, 3 for 10. Hanging in there. 1 out, nobody on. Ramos begins the windup, the 1-2. Breaking ball, did he go? Pitch in the dirt. Hagan can't locate the baseball. Now he does. He'll pick it up, fire to first. Brown had to reach for it. Helps to be 6'4" right there. But on the appeal, what happened there? Ball in the dirt. The plate umpire immediately appealed down to the first base umpire, who said he went. Hagan scrambling for the baseball. He had to come up and make sure he fired one to first, as Duff had a head start. But Hagan did locate it on the third base side, maybe 10 feet from home plate. Set up in the pocket like a quarterback and rifled one to Brown. Tim, 6'4", reached up for it. But Duff is gone on the strikeout. Hey, Tim, 2 words for you. Sit down. Gone on the punch out. Here's Ryan Leahy. Right-handed hitter, 267 batter, takes a pitch up high, 1-0. Leahy, 3 hits on Monday, 0 for 4 Tuesday. Yesterday didn't play. Tonight, batting 9th, playing 2nd. He's shown his versatility in the series, 3 different positions. The 1-0, swung on, that's hit high to right field, slicing. Howard has a play, going to his left. Josh is there to make the catch on the jog, and Leahy is retired. Ramos, 1, 2, 3. In the third, he's retired 4 straight, 8 of 9. Got some help with a double play ball as well in the second, but we are through 2.5 at the Diamond. Lake Elsinore 2, Rancho Cucamonga nothing.
Are you suffering from pizza and micro-brewed beer deprivation? Well, suffer no more. The new owners of Murrieta Pizza and Brewing Company have initiated their awesome new lunch specials for every budget. From pizza to salads to oven-toasted sandwiches and much more. The same mind-blowing pizza that we've all come to know and love. Hand-tossed and stone-baked, the purest mozzarella and toppings to the roof. You can look, but you simply can't find a better pizza than at Murrieta Pizza and Brewing Company. And their micro-brewery produces some of the best beer on the planet. Try their famous micro sampler. You may never want to leave. Murrieta Pizza and Brewing Company is now family-owned and operated, and they want to invite your family to come and join the fun. Hey, they even have a full arcade for the kids, a true neighborhood pizzeria and local brewery. Happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. daily. $6.50 a pitcher, $1.75 a mug, domestic. Now that's a happy hour. Stuck in traffic? Call ahead and have it ready. Murrieta Pizza and Brewing Company, your neighborhood pizzeria on Madison and Hot Springs Road, across from Walmart. Murrieta Pizza and Brewing Company, it's all good.
The air conditioning and heating costs for your business can be as much as 50% of your energy bill. Pacific Rim Mechanical's experienced service representatives can inspect your building's HVAC systems and provide solutions to save you money. With offices in Riverside, Orange, and San Diego counties, we're in the right place to make a difference to your bottom line. Maintenance programs protect expensive investments, so call us at 1-800-891-HVAC. That's 1-800-891-4822. Pacific Rim Mechanical, meeting the heating and cooling needs for your business.
Now, back to the Imperial Capital Bank Studios on Cash 1700, where money talks.
You're listening to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700.
Storm by 2. Bottom of 3. Sean Kazmar homered in the first. Skip Adams had a 2-out RBI single in the second. And it's Kazmar to lead off the third. First pitch to Sean. Fastball a strike. 0-1. 96 games counting tonight, 8 home runs, but back-to-back games. With dingers to left in the first, the 0-1. A little bit low from Fernando Rodriguez, and 1-1 the count. Kazmar's hit in 3 straight. On Tuesday, it was a single. On Wednesday, a home run. Tonight, a home run. And 1-1 pitch called strike 1-2. Catcher sets up away, the 1-2, fastball outside, and it's 2-2. For the starter, Fernando Rodriguez, his last win was July 1st. And prior to that, June 1st. The 2-2 change-up swing and a foul tip into the glove, and that's the first strikeout of the night for Fernando Rodriguez. One down in the third brings Peter Ciafrone to the plate. The starter for the Quakes began the year with a no decision, but proceeded to win 6 of his first 8 decisions. First pitch to Ciafrone, a fastball for a strike, 0-1. But only one win since June 1st. And here we are, approaching August. As the 0-1 to Ciafrone, that's well struck to right field, but playable for the right fielder. Back at the track is Remley, making the catch just in front of the wall. The Murrieta Pizza and Brewing Company billboard. Hand-tossed pizza, microbrewery. Check out MurrietaPizza.com. And don't forget lunch specials Monday through Friday. Open daily at 11. That's what the billboard says. Ciafrone, well-struck ball in the first with a fly out to the warning track in left center. Center fielder made the catch, this time a fly out. And really, more of a line out, but I'm going to go F9 to the track. 2 down, here's Nick Crosta. Storm DH takes first pitch, strike, 0-1. 272 batter. Having a quiet homestand, but that can change. Modesto comes into town tomorrow as well. The 0-1, breaking ball. Oh my, missing down low, 1-1. Storm will play 3 more at the Diamond, then Monday is off, and then they're off to Bakersfield for the start of a 10-game road trip. 1-1 pitch, hit foul, right side, that's parking lot bound. Over the overhang, and a new pearl for Fernando Rodriguez. He's trying to put up a 0 for the first time. He has retired 3 in a row. Second time he's done that in the game tonight. Holds the glove out in front of his face, begins the windup. 1-2 to Crosta. Breaking ball pulled left side, 3-hopper for Sandoval. Freddy has it. The long throw, it is in time. Good to see Crosta sprinting down the line. Gone by a half stride, but Nick is out number 3. He ended the first with a line drive off the pitcher's glove and thrown out. At first, this time it's Sandoval who throws him out from the third base position, and Rodriguez has retired 4 in a row. 3 complete in Lake Elsinore at the Diamond. 2-0 Storm.
Storm fans, when you choose Centex Homes to be your home builder, you're choosing a home builder and a home company that continuously receives recognition for excellence from its own industry and from the financial community as well. Centex Homes is known as the most admired big builder, and you can see all the homes that Centex Homes has to offer at CentexHomes.com. Our new Fox and Jacobs master plan community is located east of the 15 off the Central Avenue exit. When you're buying a home, make it a Centex home.
If ants were allowed to buy tickets to the game, when the players looked up in the stands, 'twould look like no one came. Just one ant in every seat, mostly there to drink and eat, and they wouldn't even know the player's name. If ants were allowed to play Major League Baseball, the fans could never see the game at all. There'd be Antchiro Suzuki, but he'd be too small to see. Keep those ants out of the dugout, please. So the moral of this song is never let that day arrive. The one ant closer you can count on is Corky. Yes, you can cork your bat all day if you want to take that chance. But I say don't go cork your bat, let Corky's bat your ants. I know it doesn't make much sense, but it's still fun to say. Just let Corky's bat your ants away.
Call 1-800-901-1102. Corky's!
Now back to Lake Elsinore Storm baseball on Cash 1700.
Cesár Ramos on the mound, Storm starter, looking for his 7th win of the year, leading 2-0 through 3. And on the mound against top of the order, DH, left-handed batter, Nate Sutton. First pitch from the southpaw Ramos, called strike as Sutton showed bunt pulled back and took a fastball at the knees on the outer half. It's 0-1. Sutton, 274 batter. Against the Storm, hitting 208 this year. And having himself a 2-for-15 series. The 0-1 swung on grounder toward the middle. Kazmar backhands it, sets and fires. The throw to first is scoop and in time. Bang, bang, play. Great glove there on the backhand side by Tim Brown. Kazmar had to hurry. Normally, Sean stops on a dime. That time stopped and still needed one more step to stop, and then had a little bit of trouble getting that ball out of the glove. He hurried the throw. It was low in the dirt. Brown dug it out. That's teamwork, and that's a nice play. And gone is Sutton for out number 1 here in the 4th. Ramos has retired 5 straight. Freddy Sandoval, switch hitter at the plate. 276 batter, lined one to left center for an out. When Peter Ciafrone made a running catch in the first, that is, and first pitch strike, 0-1. Sandoval has had a hit in all 3 games before tonight in this series, that is, the 0-1. Off speed just outside, 1-1. In the American League tonight, only 2 games, only 4 teams in action. Angels are not one of them, Rancho's parent club. Padres, though, the Storm parent club, they are in the NL. 1-1, swung on, that's lined out in the left center field. That'll be a hit. Yordani plays it on a bounce. Ramirez will fire in, looking for 2. The throw to Kazmar, the tag applied, and out at second base is Sandoval. So Freddie boldly went for second. I didn't think a smart play. Manager Bobby Mitchell, hands on the hips. He knows otherwise as well. But Freddie, he does break up the no-hitter. It's a line drive single out into left center field. He tried to stretch it to 2. Ramirez to Adams to Kazmar. The sliding effort head first, but Sandoval tagged out. And that's 8-6-4 for out number 2. And instead of having a guy that's second or make it third in the league in home runs and the tying run at the plate, it's 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Sean Rodriguez. Right-handed hitter, first pitch, swing and a foul tip into the glove. It's 0-1. I'm curious if Josh Barfield hit another. 8-3 Padres in the 6th, leading Colorado at Coors Field. 0-1 pitch from Ramos down low, 1-1. Little Temecula Motorsports out-of-town scoreboard report. Barfield's already homered twice today. He's got 7 this year, his rookie campaign. And boy, is he hitting well. Leads the majors in base hits in July. Oh, that's all for the kid from Spring, Texas. 1-1 pitch, taken down low. 2-1 the count. Rodriguez lined out to right center field on a ball that the center fielder Ramirez caught near the 386 mark to end the first. Hitters count, 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good location there. Fastball away, and it's 2-2. Storm home tomorrow night, Saturday night, Sunday evening, 6:05, and then on the road until August 11th. 2-2 pitch. Wow, missing somewhere. The catcher Hagan left it for a longer look. When I see the infield start making a move toward the third base dugout, Brown from first took a step or 2. Headley, the third baseman, he made a couple of steps toward the dugout as well, and Ramos steps off the back of the mound. He thought he had the punch out looking against one of the league's top hitters. 310 batter, Sean Rodriguez. Instead, 2 outs, nobody on, and a 3-2 from Ramos. Swung on, hit foul off the end of the bat, right side near the bat board. Heads up, Jeremy. Lake Elsinore 2, Rancho nothing, top of the 4th. Rodriguez awaiting. Ramos kicks and fires. Fastball hit foul, slicing high into the grassy berm right side. Fans can clamor for that one. Mini dog pile, and not sure who comes away with that baseball. I got to get the binoculars out. My eyes are a little bit tired these days at age 41. Do I need help? Just a little, but more so in the wallet than the eyes. Ramos exhales on the hill. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled again. Out of play right side. Up and over the dugout, past the overhang and parking lot bound. Ramos, 49 pitches on the night. He threw only 12 in the second. Dropped it down to just 8 in the third. He's thrown 13 more this inning. But also, at least 8 pitches to Rodriguez, at least. Here comes the 3-2 once again. Came inside and hit him. So on the hit by pitch, Ramos will have to face Michael Collins, the cleanup hitter, 300 batter. And Cesar, I still think, looking back and reflecting, at least for a moment, on a 2-2 pitch that seemed to fool the umpire a little bit. Ramos thought it was a strikeout. So too did a number of his teammates on the field, and Instead of walking Sean Rodriguez, it's the hit by pitch for Cesár Ramos this year. 117 innings, or nearly so. And Ramos has hit 5 batters now this year. Here's Michael Collins. He had a 8th inning home run, a 2-run home run on Tuesday that was the difference in the game. 3-2 Rancho. Grounded out his first time up. First pitch taken down low. Scooped by Hagan. And Blue wants a new baseball thrown out there to Ramos. Consider that Nate Sutton was thrown out to start the inning on a fine defensive play. Kazmar, the second baseman, on a ball up the middle. Threw low to first, but Brown dug it out. Sandoval then denied when he looked for a double. He lined a single into left center, tried to stretch it to 2, was thrown out. Now Rodriguez hit by a pitch. Conceivably, there could be nobody out, 3 on. 1-0 pitch. There's a called strike inside corner. Ramos goes with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball that evens the count, 1-1. Some finals today in the National League. San Francisco scored twice in the 9th on the road in Washington against the Nationals, but wasn't enough. Nationals 6, Giants 5. Good news for the Pods. 1-1 from Ramos. Swung on, hit foul to the seats right side. 15 rows deep. That ball meets the seats. Florida 6-1 winners at Atlanta today. Braves 48-53. Atlanta started the day only 4.5 back of the wild card race. They may not win their division for the 15th consecutive year, but they may make the postseason. A lot of baseball left in the bigs, only approaching the dog days of August. Storm 2, Quakes nothing. 2 outs, runner at first. Cleanup hitter Michael Collins awaits the 1-2, and there goes the runner. Pitch swung on, grounded to the shortstop. Adams has a 2-bouncer. Skip will throw accurately to first, and gone is Collins on the ground out to short. No runs, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. 3.5 in the books. Game 4 of this 4-game series. A Storm win tonight. First of all, they stay in first. They're a 1.5 up on High Desert and Lancaster, but also a chance to split the series with a win tonight. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th in Lake Elsinore. 2-0 Storm.
Is your corporate image confused by multiple designs? Are you trying to coordinate with 3 or 4 different vendors to get your advertising and marketing materials produced? Robinson Printing is the perfect solution, and we do it all under one roof. Robinson Printing specializes in quality, full-color digital offset printing. We also offer creative graphic design, digital commercial photography, and complete in-house bindery. Located in Temecula, call us at 951-296-0300 or visit us online at robinsonprinting.com.
Buying, selling, or financing your home can be scary, but not when you work with the right team. Colonial Investment Group takes care of all your real estate needs, whether you need to buy or sell your home or simply refinance. We take the time to explain your options and help you make the right decision based on your needs, regardless of credit or income levels. Call us at 888-933-6700 to find out how we will save you money. Colonial Investment Group, your real estate and home loan center. Equal housing lender, licensed by the Department of Corporations.
CompUSA email bag.
Lisa emails, Dear CompUSA, I need a great camera, but I'm a student, so I also need a great deal. Okay, Lisa, how about $120 off a 5-megapixel Kodak EasyShare digital camera? That's right, $120 off. That puts it under $130 after savings and rebates, our lowest price ever. That and hundreds more back-to-school deals are good through Saturday at CompUSA. We got it, we get it. See store for details.
Now, back to the Imperial Capital Bank Studios on Cash 1700, where money talks.
You're listening to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700.
Bottom of the 4th at the Diamond in Lake Elsinore. I'm Sean McCall. Eddie, thanks for the help in studio at Cash 1700. Chase Headley, the Storm midseason all-star, the third baseman, number 5 hitter at the plate against righty Fernando Rodriguez. And first pitch inside, it's 1-0. Chase flew out to left his first time up, came in batting .296 and takes that second pitch in 2-0. 2-0 Storm. A home run in the first by Kazmar, a base hit by Adams that scored Brown in the second. And the 2-0 missing low, 3-0 the count. This ball game got underway, 7:07. Not yet an hour in. 3-0 pitch. There's a fastball for a strike, 3-1. The starter, Fernando Rodriguez, has retired 4 straight. He's also allowed 4 hits. Headley looking for his first. And the 3-1 pitch. That's taken for a called strike. Chase was ready to toss the bat aside. Thought the pitch was low. Blue thought it was a strike. Blue wins that one for the moment. 3-2 coming up. Brown on deck, Hagen to follow. 5, 6, 7 hitters for Lake Elsinore here in the fourth. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, hit foul. Sliced to the seats left side. Down that left field line. Second to last section. I look down the line to the terrace area, the 3-tiered terrace area. Nice night to be hanging out, improving your spirits. 3-2 pitch. You get your base after all, and a pitch up and away. Headley will go down to first base. The walk by Rodriguez, his first of the night. It brings up Tim Brown, who doubled with one out in the second to start a rally. Team leader in doubles, 29 of those on the year, fourth most in the league. The league leader has 35. Lancaster's Chris Rawl. Last year, Brandon Wood, Rancho's shortstop, who had a tremendous season in the Cal League, to say the least. I'll review some of his numbers, but he put up over 100 extra base hits last year. Here's Brown, left-handed hitter, takes first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Last year, Brandon Wood had 98 extra base hits in the Cal League. He had a few more at Double-A. But he also had 51 doubles. And he had 43 home runs. That's one guy for Rancho last year, their shortstop. He was 20 years young, too. The 0-1 comes inside with a fastball above the knees. 1-1 the count. Have some friends here in the press box. What are your names? Andrea, Quinn, and Sylvester. Andrea, Quinn, and Sylvester here tonight, enjoying Storm baseball. They're in the room to the left, wanted to come over, see what life was like. Press box level, enjoying the view as the 1-1 fastball, a little bit up, maybe out. 2-1 the count. Where's home for you guys? Where's home? In what city? Lake Elsinore? All right. Hopefully Storm fans? All right. You like Thunder? How about Jackpot? You know who Jackpot is, the rabbit? All right. We don't see Jackpot as much, and I'll tell you why. Move over to first, and diving back is Headley. Whenever the Storm score a run, that's when Jackpot comes out of the wall behind right field. So tonight, he showed up in the first on Kazmar's home run, showed up in the second after Skip Adams singled to right center to score Brown. Tim currently at the plate. Leadoff walk to Headley. Brown's hitting 3 in a row, 10 out of 11. And the 2-1 instead, again playing catch with the first baseman, Michael Collins. Tomorrow night, fireworks at the stadium. Saturday, it's a giveaway along with some showtime, some entertainment here at the stadium. Dancing Christopher, sponsored by Coca-Cola. Sunday is Thunder's birthday. One of the Storm mascots. Mascot mania here. Kids run the bases after the game. There's a giveaway. Dog Bowl giveaway on Thunder's birthday. I don't have a dog. Somebody else can have the Dog Bowl. But thanks again to our friends at Guarantee Bank, sponsoring Sunday's fun. That closes out this homestand with the Storm not coming back home until August 11th. Keep that in mind. Rodriguez taking his time on the hill. Now the 2-1. Swung on, popped high and foul. Heads up, right side. Not sure those folks are paying attention, but incoming. And a ball that goes to the base of the grassy berm and kicks around even further. That was high in the air. Pulled to the right side. 2-2 coming up to Brownie. Fernando Rodriguez threw 13 pitches in the first. He threw 12 in the second, 11 in the third. And that's despite the fact that he's given up 4 hits, walked a batter, 1 strikeout as well. 2-2 pitch, swung on, hard hit to the shortstop. Rodriguez has it, bounce up, hit him off the shoulder, and he's able to retrieve it, pick it up, and get it out at second base. At least I'm hoping that hit him in the shoulder. That ball bounced up in a hurry. Hopefully it didn't get him in the face. It looks like he's giving some attention to the left side of his cheek near the ear. That ball hopped up, took a nasty bounce, and thankfully it didn't get him in the mouth. That's how you lose a tooth, chip a tooth, and if you do, make sure you call Winchester Dental in Temecula at 951-676-3676 and make your smile a hit. Possible double play ball, but it turns out to be a bad hop with Brown aboard in the fielder's choice in Headley. Out at second base. Great job by Rodriguez, the shortstop, to stay with it. Hard hit ball, bad bounce, Bounced to his left. He went and got it and got the force out at second. Here's Matt Hagan. 182 batter. First pitch. Taken for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Temecula Motorsports out-of-town scoreboard report. Padres now leading by 4. 8-4 in the 6th in Colorado. The start of the series against the Rockies. 0-1 to Hagan. Speaking of the Rockies, pitch outside, 1-1. Hagan from Greeley, Colorado. Stormed by a pair. Hagan last night had 2 hits. Drove in a couple of runs, scored a run, had a good game. The 1-1. Missing outside, change up away, 2-1. Rancho begins the night 3.5 back of first place. If they're going to make the playoffs, they need to win the second half. Their overall record is 47-56. They're going to have to make up some ground in the final 5+ weeks of the season. 2-1 to Hagan. That's belted out into left center field. That's a line drive that's going to hit and keep on rolling to the deepest part of the park, out in left center. Going to pick it up is Fuller, the center fielder, but Brown's going to score from first. The throw's going to go to third. Hagan ahead for a slide. He is safe. Matt Hagan with the RBI triple. Hagan's second triple of the year, his 20th RBI. He belted that ball to the gap in left center and rolled to the 425 mark. His head first slide, stretching out at 6'4", and getting to the bag ahead of the throw. Coming in from the cutoff man, and Lake Elsinore with Chase Headley walking, and then Tim Brown reaching on the fielder's choice. Brown scores from first on the RBI triple. 3-0 Lake Elsinore. And here's Skip Adams with only 1 out. Rodriguez, the starter, will work from the windup and the infield in for Adams. Skip already with an RBI single to his credit. Hitting over 240 now, up to 243, the average on the rise. Good to see Hagan end up at third, sprinting around. He's 90 feet away, and now from the windup, the stretch, first pitch to Adams. Swing and a miss, 0-1. So time was called to remind Rodriguez to go from the windup to the stretch, and indeed he gets ahead 0-1 on Adams. Skip 3-game hitting streak, but also 6 of the last 7. Ramirez on deck, infield in, the 0-1. Changeup called strike. Adams looking for something else. Down in the count, 0-2. Runner in the first and the second, 1 more in the fourth, not done yet. Runner at third, 1 out. And Rodriguez slowing down a little bit. The right-hander from El Paso, Texas. Looking for his 8th win of the year, but his club's going to have to rally against Cesár Ramos, and that hasn't been easy tonight. 0-2 to Adams. Check swing on a breaking ball low. No appeal. Time called. Blue wants to exchange baseballs there, and Duff, the catcher, throws a new pearl out there to the starter. Remember, conceivably, you get a double play ball instead of a bad bounce that affected the hard hit ball off of Tim Brown's bat that hit off of the shortstop Rodriguez. It certainly factors into the inning. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been an RBI for Hagan. Would have been a 2-out triple. The 1-2 to Adams. In the dirt, blocked there by the catcher, Tim Duff. 2-2 the count. Rancho's parent club, the LA Angels of Anaheim. They are not playing today. Former Storm parent club, the Angels, though, at 52-49, tied for first with Oakland. Oakland today, one of 4 teams in the American League in action. 1-1 ball game. Toronto and Oakland through 4 complete. 2-2 to Adams is fouled. Third base side into the Storm dugout. A bouncer, couple of hops, and then got in. Skip going with the high rally sock look tonight. In the second, 1-0 Storm with 2 outs. He lined the pitch into right center. Here in the fourth, 3-0 Storm. Runner at third, infield in. And the starter Rodriguez comes set. 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. The Ball gets away from the catcher. Scoring on the play is Hagan. The throw down to first. That's not in time. And a 4-0 advantage. And on strikeout, pass ball in all likelihood. We'll see how it's scored. But it will be the strikeout pass ball. Adams swung and missed. Skip reacted with a little delayed reaction there. But the ball got past the catcher, and that's an easy run home for Hagan. And down to first goes Adams. It's the second strikeout, both swinging for Rodriguez, but with the pass ball, only one out. 2 in the inning, 4-0 Storm. Here's Jordani Ramirez. He singled his first time up. He's hit in 4 straight. And a move to first, and diving back is Adams. So if Oakland loses today, with Joe Blanton pitching for the Athletics, then the Angels would be in first place by themselves. I'm rooting for the Halos. Righty-righty matchup, first pitch. There's a pitch down low, 1-0. About an hour and 5 minutes in. But an inning that has right-hander Fernando Rodriguez out on the hill for at least 12 minutes or so. Kind of laboring, taking his time. Conceivably, he could be out of the inning. He's not, and he needs 2 more outs. The 1-0 to Ramirez. There goes the runner. A pitch swung on, lifted to left field. Adams has to recognize it. Skip's going to have to get back, or will he? The ball is not caught on a diving effort by Toussaint, but Adams will hold up at second base, and Jordani with a single that was floated out in the left. I thought that might be a double play ball as Adams was on his way on the hit and run, and on a ball that was trapped by the left fielder, Toussaint diving in and scooped it up, but the umpire signaled no catch. So Ramirez is 2 for 2. Both base hits to left. Nobody up in the bullpen. But the starter for the Quakes, 36 pitches through 3 innings. 2/3 of that total already. Here in the 4th, he's thrown 24 pitches. And he'll have to face top of the order, Josh Howard. Josh is grounded out to short. He's lined out to first. 3-11 hitter, swings from the left side. First pitch. That's taken for a strike at the knees, 0-1. Little breeze at the stadium. Right to left. Warm day today. Warm night. Obviously not as warm at night, but still. Nice that it's not Monday night. Boy, Monday it was steaming hot here at the Diamond. Muggy, and it just stayed that way late throughout the night. Tonight, it certainly has cooled down. You can notice it. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on. That's lined out to center field. Fuller, the diving effort to center field. They're unable to make the catch. The ball squirts loose. Everybody's going to be safe. Thrown out to third base. That's cut off, but Fuller was playing shallow. He dove for it. Didn't stay in the glove. And Howard has a single. And the Storm have their 3rd hit of the inning, their 7th of the night. And it brings up Sean Kazmar. Certainly a frustrating inning for Fernando Rodriguez. After a walk, he got a ground ball to the shortstop that looked to be a double play ball. The final bounce bounced up and hit Rodriguez, the shortstop. That's Sean, not the pitcher Fernando. But Sean Rodriguez was able to track down the baseball and get an underhand flip for a force out at second base. Could have been a double play ball. Also, with a runner at third, 1 out, strikeout pass ball. And that's how you would have been out of the inning. I know if everything was perfect. But on the strikeout pass ball, Hagan would score. Adams to first. Ramirez then singled to left on the near catch. Howard lines one toward left center on the near catch, the diving effort. Bases are now full. 3 on, 1 out. And here's Sean Kazmar. He's already homered tonight and struck out. Right-handed hitter from Las Vegas, Nevada. First pitch from Fernando Rodriguez. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Kazmar will look to his left to Storm third base coach and manager Rick Renteria. You're not getting any signs right now. Chance to swing the stick. He is homered and struck out against Rodriguez. Corners are in tighter, middle infield looking for a double play ball. From the stretch, the 0-1. Swung on, chopped left side. That's into left field. Base hit. Adams will score. Ramirez coming home. Stopping at second is Howard Kazmar with a 3 RBI night. Sean Bouncer under left produces 2 more in the inning. Storm has scored 4 times in the 4th. They're leading by a 6-pack on a thirsty Thursday. And it brings up Peter Ciafrone. Ciafrone slowed down a little bit during this homestand. He had a base hit on Monday. Yesterday went 1 for 5. But Peter just 2 for 15 during the homestand. He came into this series hitting .348 and doubled his first time up Monday. Currently hitting .336 with an 0 for 2 in progress. 2 hard hit balls for Ciafrone. 1 to the warning track in left center that was caught. 1 to the warning track in right that was caught. First pitch swung on, line foul to the seats left side. Down the line it goes, and it's 0-1 on Ciafrone. Plenty of speed on the bases. I'm not sure how aggressive the Storm will be. But it's the starter, Fernando Rodriguez, who needs a double play ball. His bullpen already active. There's a right-hander in the pen. Storm by 6. Trying to return the favor from Monday's game. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, pop foul. Left side. That's rainbowing in off the overhang. Will it get out of play? No, it's going to be stopped right there in the drainage ditch. Fan reaching for it. Sir, don't jump. Your life's worth more than that. Leaning for it, doing the limbo, all for a $9 baseball. You guys aren't allowed to talk up here. You know that. I got good dog ears. I'm only kidding. Make yourselves at home. Andrea Quinn and Sylvester are hanging out here press box level. They're the good luck charm, I think, in the inning, which started with a walk. The Storm have sent 8 to the plate, counting Ciafrone, who's awaiting the 0-2 from Rodriguez. Fernando comes set, looks to second. The 0-2 pitch, swung on. That's well struck to right field. To the track, to the wall. This baseball is gone. Peter Ciafrone with the money ball. The 3-run home run. And the Storm are pouring it on against their I-15 rivals, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Ciafrone with his 7th home run of the season, but also Peter averaging more than an RBI per ball game. He's got 61 RBI in 60 games. I want him to think about having 100 on the year. The Storm have 37 more to play. If he keeps his pace, he's going to give it a chance. But Lake Elsinore has opened things up here in the inning. A run in the first. A run in the second. 1-2-3 third against Fernando Rodriguez, but it's the 9th batter of the inning, and here's Nick Crosta. Already 7 runs, 9-0 Storm. The catcher Duff out to buy some time because the right-hander is warming up in the bullpen for the Quakes. So Ciafrone, I had mentioned, 2 hard hit balls, well struck in the first, well struck in the third. In the 4th, though, he clears the 36-foot high wall, and he'll get the money ball as well. When a Storm player homers at the Diamond, the Booster Club passes the bucket. Fans generously donate. With Nick Crosta stepping up, I actually gave Crosta half my meal money the other day in Lancaster. I gave him $1. When the Storm hit a home run at home, yeah, you get the money. On the road, no, they don't. But Crosta homered in Lancaster, and I donated to the cause. That was over the weekend. Crosta's due up, but it won't be against Fernando Rodriguez because Rancho manager Bobby Mitchell has gone out to the hill. He's taken the baseball. Fernando will make the slow walk to the dugout. Hopefully the Quakes have a radio in the clubhouse. He can keep it tuned to Cash 1700. We'll have the coverage for you. But the Storm on nothing night on Monday got beat 9-0 against the Quakes. Tonight, we're not even yet in the 5th inning, and it's 9-0 Storm. We'll take a pitching change timeout. Only 1 out, nobody on. We'll get you numbers on Rodriguez, tell you who the new pitcher is, with more play-by-play coverage on Cash 1700 right after this.
Are you looking for a place for your home team, your family? Families who want variety, value, and growing room are finding a winning combination at Albert Hill Ranch in Lake Elsinore. An easy commute from North San Diego, Orange, and Riverside counties. This Newcastle and Cook master plan includes new parks, a new school, and 3 diverse neighborhoods now selling from the 400,000s. Explore them now at alberthillranch.com. That's alberthillranch.com. Or visit the model homes just off Interstate 15 at Lake Street. Just take the Lake Street exit off the 15 freeway and and follow the signs to Albert Hill Ranch.
You know those motorcycles that you see everyone riding? How come that's not you cruising the boulevard? The people at Temecula Motorsports can resolve that little problem. They've got the bike you've been dreaming about in their showroom, like the 2005 Honda VTX 1300C. Performance, value, style, and a look all its own. A giant V-twin with plenty of power and torque. The ride is pure VTX, cool and comfort. Drop by Temecula Motorsports, 26860 Jefferson Murrieta. Winchester off-ramp from I-15, right on Jefferson and North 1 mile.
Now back to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700.
Thanks for the help, Eddie, in studio at Cash 1700. Pitching change brings in right-hander Rafael Cruz from Veracruz, Mexico against Nick Croster from Seattle, Washington. Storm cleanup hitter, first pitch swinging. Hard hit one-hopper that Sandoval handles at third. The long throw, the scoop made, and yes, staying on the bag is Michael Collins. So Croster, some guys like to wait and get a look at a pitcher. Nick went first pitch swinging. Hit a hard hit line drive one-hop that Sandoval did dig out, and he threw across on a one-hop, but Michael Collins made the scoop and gone. Here's Croster, now 0 for 3 in the game. And Nick as well, just 1 for 16 during this homestand. And he had rolled into the homestand with a 9-game hitting streak, had a base hit Monday, but quiet since. 1 pitch, 1 out for Cruz. Here's Chase Headley. He started the mess here in the fourth with Lake Elsinore leading 9-0. Headley walked his first time up in the inning. That was against the starter Fernando Rodriguez. It's now Rafael Cruz who misses away. The 1-0 pitch. Changeup, that's hit high in the air and deep to right. Headley, the team leader in home runs. He'll touch them all. Chase Headley gets his 11th of the year. The Storm have already hit 3 home runs, and they lead it by 10. If this is Williamsport, Pennsylvania, Little League Baseball, we're going home. Mercy rule in effect. But no, it's only 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Lake Elsinore is rolling along. Headley will touch them all. He'll get the high fives from his teammates, and the fans are losing money tonight. Ciabrone, the team leader in RBIs these days, but Headley, who led the club for most of the year, now with 53 RBI. Solo jack, deep to right. Here's the 11th batter of the inning, Tim Brown. He scored twice tonight. First pitch to Tim. Fastball inside, about felt high, 1-0. So the starter, Fernando Rodriguez, goes 3 1/3. That's 10 outs. He allows 9 runs. 8 of those earned on 9 hits. Wrote it down wrong in the book as a second pitch missing, 2-0. But 9 runs, 9 hits, a couple of those home runs. He struck out 2, walked 1. In comes Rafael Cruz. He got an out on a hard hit ball and then gives up the home run to right. Now the 2-0, that's up and in, 3-0. And if there's a reason that Rancho won't be a part of the postseason, with about 5.5 weeks left, I'm not Nostradamus, but I can tell you their bullpen is not up to par. And last night their starter went 2/3 of an inning, and the bullpen was taxed a little bit. Tonight they'll be working again. The 3-0 from Rafael Cruz, a called strike, 3-1. Who hasn't scored a run in the inning? Only Nick Crosta. 8 guys have scored. The 3-1 to Brown, swing and a miss, 3-2. Actually, yesterday in the Angels game, the Halos scored 10 runs in an inning. In a game, they put up 15 runs, I believe, and 20 base hits. But yesterday, the Angels got a victory. 10 runs in 1 inning, and everybody had scored. The 3-2 to Brown, that swung on, hit to center. Fuller has a play, Cody to his right, and on the run, he'll make the squeeze, and gone is Brown. Lake Elsinore sends 11 to the plate. The Storm score 8 times. They do so on 6 base hits, no errors, nobody left, 4 complete, kind of moseying along at the stadium. Enjoy your Thirsty Thursday. Keep it tuned to Cash 1700. Going to the 5th, Lake Elsinore 10, Rancho nothing. We'll be back.
The Lake Elsinore Storm remind you that a winner always uses a designated driver or volunteers to be one.
Yo, I got it.
Be a good sport and keep our roads safe. Always put safe driving at the top of your lineup. A message from the Storm and Anheuser-Busch.
The 06 Toyota Tundra. It hauls anything and everybody. It'll haul up to 6 people. A payload of over 2,000 pounds. It'll tow over 7,000. And with an available 4.7-liter I-Force V8, it'll really haul. The Toyota Tundra. Haul one home today. Now get cash back, low APRs, or special leases on our huge selection of new 06 Tundras. There are 18 different models. Regular cabs, access cabs, double cabs, 4x2s or 4x4s. From the super economical V6 to the incredibly powerful I-Force V8. See your Toyota dealer and drive home your new Tundra today. Purchase or lease from new car dealer stock. Offers cannot be combined. Limited term financing through Toyota Financial Services to well-qualified credit customers only. For details, call 1-888-MY-TOYOTA. Toyota, moving forward.
Storm fans are the best fans around. So while you're cheering on the team at the game, show everyone you're a good sport. Be responsible and make sure you have a safe ride home. It's part of a good game plan. A message from your friends at Anheuser-Busch and the Lake Elsinore Storm.
Now back to Lake Elsinore Storm baseball on Catch 1700.
Top of 5, 10-0 Storm. Cesár Ramos, Storm starter. Happy about the offense. 10 runs, 10 hits for Lake Elsinore, and it's Ramos back to work against Cliff Remley. Left-handed batter walked in the second, then erased on a double play ball. Rancho tough to come back knowing that they haven't scored in 4 innings and they have only 1 hit. But Ramos goes first pitch fastball that misses somewhere, maybe up 1-0. 1-0 pitch, swung on, bounced foul, third base side and into the Storm dugout. It's a ball and a strike on the .298 hitter. Remley 2 for 5 Monday with a home run and an RBI single. Had 4 RBIs. He went 0 for 3 Tuesday. Yesterday, Cliff had a base hit, 1 for 4 with a single his final time up. Tonight, 0 for 0 for now. 1-1 pitch. Swung on, bounced over the pitcher's head. The shortstop Adams fields it. He'll set and throw, and Brown makes a scoop, and in time. Soft hands again by Tim Brown. Remley denied a base hit with Adams ranging to his left. Had to field that big bouncer past the second base bag and tried to angle the shoulders, square up, and make a good throw. And just a one-hop throw, but handled by Tim Brown. Soft hands by Brownie once again. And Remley denied. With 1 out, here's Cody Fuller. He bounced into a double play to end the second. First pitch from Ramos. Swung on, hit foul. Out of play. Press box level and beyond. And it's 0-1. Ramos begins the windup. 0-1, missing outside, 1-1. Storm here tomorrow night, a night of fellowship, also a fireworks extravaganza. Last year on a night of fellowship, Dirk Hayhurst, Storm pitcher, testimonial out on the mound in front of about 6,000, and Dirk did a terrific job. 1-1, well struck out in the center field. Ramirez got turned around. He's going to have to hurry. On the run, he's not going to catch up to it. It's Fuller, Rancho center fielder, who's already at second base. Ramirez throws into the cutoff man Adams, and Skip's going to walk it in from there. If Giordani didn't get turned around, does he get there? I trust his instincts and his skill and his speed. But he got spun around a little bit. Initially, he went to his left, had to go back to his right. Once he did, that ball got over his head, and Cody Fuller gets the 1-out triple. Fuller has hit in 3 straight. He had an 0 for 4 Monday. But he's now 4 for his last 8 in this series. And with that triple, Cody Fuller has 4 on the season. Team leader is Patrick Riley. No, not the basketball coach. The Rancho outfielder, who's got 6. But Fuller's at third. Here's Drew Toussaint. Right-handed batter, first pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Infield's playing back. Third baseman Headley is off the line and back at third, but a ground ball to chase, and Fuller might not score. The 0-1 up high, it's 1-1. Padres, who led a ball game in Colorado, 1-0 after 1, 3-0 after 2, 4-0 after 3. They led 6-0 going into the bottom of the 4th, and currently they lead 8-6 in the bottom of the 7th. leading the Rockies by 2. Padres first-place leaders in the NL West. That's the Storm parent club. The 1-1. Swung on, fouled back, 1-2. The Storm, though, fans, will play at Petco Park. And this is, yet again, they played twice at Qualcomm in back-to-back years, and now back-to-back at Petco with one more this season on August 20th. Major League, minor league doubleheader taking Petco by storm. Padres play the Arizona Diamondbacks 105. The Storm play Visalia. After that, Cal League Baseball in San Diego at Petco. The 1-2 from Ramos swung on, fouled over the netting. And behind home plate, toward the main entrance area, still 1-2. Toussaint at the plate, 2 hits on Monday, 3 more on Tuesday, but yesterday slowed down 0 for 3. And first time up in the third, he was denied a hit when Sean Kazmar drifted back and made an over-the-shoulder catch. The second baseman made it look easy. 1-2 pitch, off speed, in the dirt, blocked by Hagan. Keeps it in front of him. It's 2-2. With the number 8 hitter on deck, Tim Duff. Lake Elsinore 10. Rancho nothing. Nobody likes to be on the short side of one of these ball games, but Lake Elsinore on Monday lost 9-0. Payback never was a whole lot of fun, was it? At least on the receiving end. At third base is Fuller. He tripled with 1 out here in the 5th. 2-2 from Ramos. Swung on, fouled off the netting. Right at the dish. I'm certain Cesar's hoping for a punch out right here. He doesn't want to give up any runs. Ramos turned 22, pitching on his birthday against Bakersfield back on June 22nd. Got a win. In fact, Cesar's last loss was June 11th. He's 3-0 since. The 2-2 is swung on, a 1-hop to Headley. Chase could have come home with it. Instead, he's going across the diamond. And Ramos, I think another day, would like to see that throw come home and keep a shutout. Headley got a 1-hop hit to him. I don't know if he gave much thought about coming home. Little conversation near the pitcher's mound between catcher Hagan, third baseman Headley, and Ramos, not really involved in too much chatter, but Cesar was hoping for a strikeout. Instead, Toussaint gone on the ground out, but on the play, Fuller scores. Toussaint picks up the RBI. Rancho won't get shut out. 10-1. Lake Elsinore as we approach the midway point. And with 2 outs, here's Tim Duff. Right-handed batter struck out his first time up, and he takes first pitch strike, 0-1 the count. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on, grounded right side, sounded like a broken back ground ball. Kazmar picks up that roller and throws to first, and Duff is gone on the ground out to the second baseman. The 1-out triple on a slight misread by Ramirez. The ground out that brings home Cody Fuller, and the Quakes get a run on a hit. No errors, none left. We're 4.5 complete. The midway point at the diamond. Happy Thursday, 10-1 Storm. We'll be back.
Here it comes, swing! Look at there! Look at there!
Nothing beats baseball. Hot dogs cooking, peanut vendors, the crack of the bat.
Yeah, baseball is great, and you look ready for the season decked out in the eyes of the Storm.
The Lake Elsinore Storm games have these great giveaway days, and we get lots of cool items.
Sweet. What else did you get?
Well, we got a hat one night, a t-shirt another game. My kids got backpacks, and that's just a few games we went to.
Man, that's awesome. I see there's a company logo on the back of your hat.
There is, but on the front, it's the Eyes of the Storm, the #1 selling logo in all of minor league baseball.
This would be a great way for me to get my company name out into the community.
It sure is, and the items are saved and displayed, like bobbleheads, hats, thunder dolls.
What?
I'm Dawn with BAM Promotional Products, and I supply items for the Storm giveaways.
Wow. No BAM. Promotional Products and the Lake Elsinore Storm have opportunities for your company to reach thousands of people. Call the Storm at 951-245-HITS or Dawn at BAM Promotional Products, 296-1733. It's time for your business to step up to the plate with the Storm and BAM. Play ball.
If you're in the market for a used car, prepare to get more than you're expecting. Now you can choose your favorite car, truck, or SUV from over 300 in stock, like Fords, Toyotas, Chevys, and Nissans. Plus, every car we sell is certified. We'll also give you a 3-day money-back guarantee, a 30-day exchange policy, and even a 90-day limited warranty. See retailer for details and restrictions. If you're in the market for a used car, we're in the market to exceed your expectations. Come and see us at Saturn of Temecula on Inez Road.
XSE 1700 AM, Tecate, Baja California.
Cash 1700.
Where money talks.
You're listening to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700.
Eddie in studio. You got a chance to go 2-0 in your last two visits at Cash 1700. Pressing all the right buttons. Sean McCall with you live. Bottom of 5. 10-1 Storm. On the mound for Rancho Cucamonga, reliever Rafael Cruz. At the plate for the Storm, Matt Hagan, number 7 hitter and catcher. 1 for 2 in the game, and first pitch swinging. Hagan hits it high but playable. In left for Drew Toussaint. Matt got underneath one a little bit there, and it's a lead-off out, 1 pitch, 1 out. After the Storm sent 11 to the plate last inning. How do you do that? You start swinging it. And the boys, they've been swinging it tonight. 10 runs on 10 hits. Hagan, 1 for 3. Here's Skip Adams. Storm have hit 3 home runs. Adams with 8 home runs, his second on the club. But he hasn't hit one tonight. Not yet. First pitch fastball to strike. 0-1. Skip, he has singled and driven in a run, and then reached on strikeout, pass ball, and scored a run last inning. The 0-1. Just off the plate outside, a ball and a strike. On deck, Yordani Ramirez. 1 out in the 5th, Storm by 9. 1-1 to Adams, ground to the shortstop, a roller for Rodriguez. Sean is up with it, throws to first, and that's one shortstop to another. Last time that Rodriguez had a ground ball hit his way, that thing bounced up and hit him off the side of the dome. That makes you think about the next time you're going to field one. Special shout out to young Josh Gear and Chris Headley, who are charting pitches down behind home plate. Headley will be pitching tomorrow. Gear, I believe, with family in town on Saturday night. Mom and dad and girlfriend stopped by yesterday, press box level, Forney, Texas. Yes, that's Forney with an F. Here's Yordani Ramirez, 2 for 2 in the game. First pitch missing, 1-0. Righty-righty matchup, the 1-0. Off the plate outside, 2-0. Ramirez, 216 batting average, but it's on the rise. Yordani was hitting 204 going into the series. The 2-0, swing, and a foul tip into the glove, and Ramirez with a piñata hack there. He was swinging for the fences. He wants a piece of the money ball tonight. Storm haven't hit 4 home runs in a ball game at the Diamond, but tonight they've got Sean Kazmar solo jack in the first to left. In the 4th inning, Peter Ciafrone hit a 3-run home run, and then 2 batters later, Chase Headley goes deep to right. Ramirez, he's hit 2 this year, both against Lancaster. 2-1 to Yordani, swing and a miss. Number 21 on a pitch that was in on the hands and tight to him. Went after that, 2-2 the count. I don't know if the Storm would be as free swinging as they are right now if it's not a 10-1 advantage, but Hagan went first pitch swinging. Adams grounded out to short. Ramirez has been aggressive in the at-bat, and the 2-2 off speed inside. 3-2 about bell tie. Let me see who doesn't have a hit yet tonight. Cross is in search of one, and that's it. 8 of 9 with a knock. Not to point the finger at Nick Cross. He had hit in 10 in a row. Just slowing down a little bit right now. 3-2 to Ramirez. Swung on, ground to the shortstop. Rodriguez has a 2-bouncer. Ramirez can run, but he's gone by a couple of strides. 6-3 on the ground out. After Rafael Cruz came in and got an out, then gave up a home run, he's now retired the last 4 in a row. We're through 5 complete. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Going to the 6th at the Diamond. 10-1 Lake Elsinore.
For the best value in baseball, you can't beat a night at the stadium, cheering on Lake Elsinore's own Lake Elsinore Storm. And for the best value in real estate, you can't beat the years of satisfaction you'll get from owning a distinctive new home from Corman Lee Homes, the 2006 SMC Home Building Company of the Year. Throughout the Inland Empire, Corman Lee is scoring big with home buyers by thinking like a home buyer, listening to their needs and preferences, and building homes for the way people want to live. You can experience the Corman Lee Value Advantage right now at Vizcaya in Lake Elsinore. Voted as the 2006 Community of the Year under $399,999. So when you're aiming for maximum value in a new home, you can be sure of hitting the strike zone every time with Corman Lee Homes. Find out more about the Corman Lee neighborhoods near you by visiting CormanLee.com. That's CormanLee.com. Then get in the game and join the winning team, the home team at Corman Lee Homes.
Yeah, my wife's pregnant, so since she's driving more carefully now, maybe we could get a discount on our rate, huh?
That's a real question that was put to the licensed insurance experts at Progressive Direct. When you call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, we'll answer your questions and help you find a policy that best fits you. So whether your question's unique or difficult...
Will I get a discount if I insure both my cars with you?
In fact, she will. Call 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. Progressive Direct Insurance Company and its affiliates, Mayfield Village, Ohio. Available in most states and situations.
Now, back to the Imperial Capital Bank Studios on Cash 1700, where money talks.
Now, back to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700.
Top of 6, Storm by 9. Cesár Ramos likes the sound of that. He's on the hill against Ryan Leahy, Rancho number 9 hitter and second baseman. 267 batter, first pitch swinging, bouncer in the hole. Adams backhands at the long throw is not in time. I thought Headley was going to be able to cut that one off. Chase was reaching forward on the glove side. Adams backing it up in the 5.5 hole, and Skip had to field, and from the outfield grass, chuck across his body, but not in time, and Leahy is aboard. Rancho, they were no hit for the first 3+ innings, 3 1/3. And then Freddy Sandoval lined a pitch into left center, tried to stretch it to 2, and was thrown out in the 4th before getting to second base. Still, though, Leahy's hit only the 3rd of the night off Ramos. He'll work from the stretch against top of the order, Nate Sutton. Lefty-lefty matchup, first pitch, swing and a miss on the fastball. Cesár ahead, 0-1. Rancho's bullpen might get active. Lake Elsinore's is not. Ramos, 73 pitches into his night. Looking for a double play ball. The 0-1 pitch. Taken down low, 1-1. Thirsty Thursday at the stadium. Dollar beverages, sodas, and beers. Improve your spirits. The 1-1. Missing from Ramos. 2-1. How many more Thirsty Thursdays left? Thanks for asking. Not until August 17th when the Storm come back, and then the final regular season home game, August 31st. That's a fan appreciation night, but it's Thirsty Thursday. That's an appreciation as well. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up. Left side, who's it going to be? Third baseman Chase Headley is there to make the squeeze. Just about a half step before the infield grass, almost even with the bag there. As Sutton, 0 for 3 on the night, gone on the pop-up. Nate's had a tough series. He hit very well against the Storm in Rancho a couple weeks back. Had a game-winning home run. Had a 2 RBI triple. Had a home run as well in another game in the series. Storm won 3 of 4 in that series. And actually a Storm club that had won 4 consecutive series, then lost 2 of 3 over the weekend in Lancaster. If they win tonight, they split this 4-gamer with their I-15 rivals, the Quakes. Here's Freddy Sandoval at the plate. Switch hitter, batting right-handed. Takes the fastball up. That is 1-0. With Ramos being a lefty and Rancho down 9, that combination means I don't think they're running too far. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. They're taking healthy Haxo, and it's 1-1. It was Sandoval who broke up the no-no in the 4th. The Storm this year had an interesting ball game against Lancaster. Can't recall when it was. It feels like it was Friday, May 26th. Why do I say those things? Because that's what it feels like. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Blue signals foul tip, but it's 1-2. Let me make sure that was the day. But that was a night where Lake Elsinore picked up a base hit in the 2nd inning, and then it was later changed in the 7th to an error, and all of a sudden they went from having 1 hit to no hits. And then look out. Pressure was on. The 1-2 down low, handled by Hagan in the dirt. 2-2 the count. Jose Lobaton. No way, Jose Lobaton, the switch hitting catcher, who's no longer with the Storm. He's at another level, playing a little more these days, but Lobaton, he banged the double with one out in the ninth. Otherwise, the Storm might have gotten no-no that night with that scoring change that went from a hit in the second to an error in the seventh. 2-2 pitch is swung on, grounder to Adams. He backhands it, goes to Kazmar for one. The relay in, plenty of time. That's nice stuff. Sandoval can run. I don't know if he was running out of the box like he needed to, but I can tell you this much. 6-4-3, inning-ending DP. Ramos gets some help from the middle infield of Adams and Kazmar, with Brown making the final squeeze. No runs, one hit, no errors, none left. 5.5 complete at the Diamond in Lake Elsinore. The Storm 10, the Quakes 1. We'll be back.
The all-new 2006 RAV4 has arrived at your Toyota dealer in a big way. Has been totally redesigned. 14 inches longer, 40% more cargo space, and now available with third-row seats. But just because it's bigger doesn't mean RAV4 is no longer fuel efficient. It still has an EPA highway rating of 30 mpg. This new RAV4 is also about performance. With an available class-leading 269 horsepower V6 and on-demand four-wheel drive. And the best part, it starts at just $20,905, plus their special lease offers. So get to your Southern California Toyota dealer and see the all-new, bigger RAV4. Redesigned to handle anything. Toyota, moving forward. Cargo and load capacity limited by weight and distribution. Third row available on base and limited only. 06 EPA highway estimate for two-wheel drive, four-cylinder model 4430. Actual mileage may vary. MSRP includes delivery, processing, and handling fee. Excludes taxes, license, title, and other available or regionally required equipment. Actual dealer price may vary.
Time to buy a car? Make the smart decision and get your auto loan at San Diego County Credit Union. You'll find some of the lowest variable and fixed rates in the county, some of the longest terms, and up to 100% financing. Anyone in San Diego or Riverside County is welcome to apply. Online at sbccu.com. Call 1-877-SBCCU4U or go to any of our 23 branch locations. San Diego County Credit Union, federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration.
Now, back to the Imperial Capital Bank Studios on Cash 1700, where money talks.
You're listening to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700.
Bottom of the sixth, 10-1 Storm. Plenty of changes for Rancho Cucamonga. New center fielder is Josh LeBlanc. Cody Fuller moves from center to right. Right fielder Cliff Remley moves in to play first base with Michael Collins out of the game. Otherwise, it's the same in the run column. 10-1 Storm with top of the order Josh Howard at the plate against righty reliever Rafael Cruz, who came in with one out in the fourth. The Storm at that point had scored 7 runs in the fourth alone. First pitch missing to Howard. The second pitch swung on, and that's a base knock into center field. Josh Howard, 2 for his last 2, and 2 for 4 on the night. But again, Cruz came in. Peter Ciafrone had just homered against the starter, Fernando Rodriguez, to make it 9-0 Storm. Nick Crossa then went first pitch swinging and grounded out. But then Chase Headley homered to right. Jim Brown would line out, and that started a stretch of 4 outs in a row for Rafael Cruz. But Josh Howard, he singles here in the sixth. And here's Sean Kazmar. 2 for 3 in the game. Right-handed hitter takes a pitch outside, 1-0. See if I can get you a quick Temecula Motorsports out-of-town scoreboard report. The Padres in the bottom of the 8th in Colorado. Actually, it's now the end of the 8th, leading 8-6 with 1 inning to play at Coors Field. Padres have won 4 in a row. They just swept the Dodgers in L.A. 1-0 to Kazmar. Swung on. That's hit out into center field. That's got a chance. That's going to be a base hit. It bounces a couple of times, actually, before the center fielder, Josh LeBlanc, fresh into the game, gets to it. LeBlanc out of Houston, Texas. 6th round pick by the Angels in 2004. I'm rooting for Nick Crossa to get a hit. And that's about it. Storm to get a win because Crossa's on deck. Still searching for his first knock of the night. Peter Ciafrone got his first, but a 3-run home run. Last time up in the 4th. Left-handed hitter, first pitch swing, and he lines one out in the gap into left center field, and that's going to bring home one for sure. Scoring easily is Howard. Kazmar's being waved around. The throw coming to the plate. That's not in time. Sliding safely is Kazmar, and Ciafrone with a 5 RBI night. He's a rib machine. He's got 63 RBI now in 60 games. In Lake Elsinore, they put up 12 now in the first 5+ innings. In Lancaster or in High Desert, I really believe you got to keep playing and swinging for 27 outs. I mean, there's rare instances where you do respect the opponent and the game and just shut it down and go station to station. I thought maybe Kazmar might not score on that play, scoring from first, but Ciafrone gets the 2 RBI double. There's nobody out here in the 6th, and Rancho's bullpen will get active with a left-hander warming up. Pitching coach Eric Bennett out to say a few words. Trust me, the Storm have been on the downside of a ball game. They were losing 19-0 in a ball game earlier this year at home against Inland Empire. Scored a run in the 9th, thank you, to avoid a shutout. But the good news is they went to Inland Empire on 4th of July and won 17-2, with Inland Empire scoring 2 in the first, and that's it. Didn't have to hear the stinking foghorn the rest of the night as the Storm won by 15. Rancho, though, put up a 9 spot on Lake Elsinore on nothing night on Monday. Nothing night was the theme. It wasn't by design to get nothing, but you don't score, you don't win, and that's what happened Monday. Storm then lost 3-2 on Tuesday on a 2-out home run, actually a 1-out 2-run homer in the 8th. Last night, 7-2 Storm. Tonight, already leading by a 12-1 margin, and first pitch to Nick Crosta is a wild pitch that skips away from Tim Duff, and it's already a tough inning, getting tougher for Rafael Cruz. For the fans in the terrace area and those enjoying dollar beverages, sodas, and beers, normally it's until the 7th inning ends. Fans have been treated to a couple of long innings. May there be designated drivers. Infield in, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Blue signals foul tip. 1-1. Infield in, Rafael Cruz, the right-hander working from the stretch. 1-1 pitch, swung on, hit high toward the right field line, slicing away from Cody Fuller, but Fuller has a play. He is reaching out, making a catch. Tagging from third is Ciafrone, and Crosta will get the RBI on the sac fly. Ciafrone had doubled home 2, went to third on the wild pitch, scores on Crosta's RBI. And I thought Fuller made a nice running catch that blue signaled fair territory. But it was right on the line. He went into foul territory, but he had to go a long way on a ball that was slicing away from him, and sprinting to his left, made the catch, but there's the pink rabbit. Jackpot, the rally rabbit. He's not Gumby. He's got a door out there by the scoreboard, able to show up. When the Storm score a run, the jackpot rally rabbit shows up as well, and the right fielder probably wonders what the heck's going on. 1 out, already 3 across. Lake Elsinore leading 13-1, if I'm not mistaken. Headley at the plate, homered his last time up, and the 1-0 is swung on. That's hit into right field, base hit. By the way, Chase Headley, 7-game hitting streak, and just a cool 21 of his last 23. I'm rooting for Headley to find his way to 300. Let me see what 2 for 3 does for Chase tonight. He has flown out, walked, homered, and now singled. Headley's 109 for 365. My long division, I've been working on it. Carry the 1, bring across the 5, 299. Just a tick away. But Headley's at first base, and he'll wait for a moment, talk things over with hitting coach Tom Tornincasa, who's the first base coach, because Rancho's going to the bullpen, and so will we. Pitching change time out here at the Diamond. We are in the 6th, the Storm leading by a 12-pack, and hope you can keep it tuned to Cash 1700. We'll get you numbers on Rafael Cruz. Tell you who the new pitcher is after this 60-second pitching change timeout.
CM Wash Equipment, your pressure wash equipment dealer, servicing the Inland Empire, LA, Orange, and San Diego counties. The Storm thanks CM Wash Equipment for the fine pressure wash system used to maintain the diamond. Pressure washers, steam cleaners, wastewater recovery, and filtration systems. CM Wash Equipment has the solution to your cleaning challenge. With nearly 20 years experience, CM Wash Equipment specializes in providing solutions through custom design systems with prompt, reliable service. CM Wash Equipment, your pressure wash equipment dealer, located in Lake Elsinore.
You'll always be safe when you advertise with Community Little Book. Swing for the fence with a full-page color ad. Triple off the wall with a professional-designed half-page ad. Double down the line with an attractive quarter or eighth-page ad, or reach first base safely with an in-column ad. Don't be left out the next edition of the Community Little Book. Call today and let our professional team help you reach thousands of homes and businesses in the Valley. Call today, 695-1928, or visit us at CommunityLittleBook.com. Community Little Book, making business phones ring since 1989.
Now back to Lake Elsinore Storm baseball on Catch 1700.
It's a night where Lake Elsinore is swinging away, and Rancho's pitchers have had a tough time of it. The Storm with 13 runs on 14 hits and leading by 12 with new pitcher Nick Adenhart into the ballgame, replacing Rafael Cruz. Adenhart, 19 years young, out of Illinois. First pitch breaking ball, a called strike. And I'm told that it's not Nick Adenhart, it is Brad Beck, and that makes better sense to me. And I'll explain why. 0-1 to Tim Brown. Breaking ball from lefty Brad Beck. Missing outside, 1-1. I looked at number 28 and saw Nick Adenhart. Nick's a right-handed pitcher, and unless he's got double skills, unless he's ambidextrous, and no, it's just the guy Brad Beck that forgot his uniform wearing somebody else's. 1-1, missing somewhere, 2-1. So, for a moment, he on me. But it would be nice if Rancho let somebody know that somebody forgot a uniform. That's generally the way it works. It's happened before. It'll happen again. Better forget your top than your bottoms, though. One out, runner at first, and the 2-1. Swung on, pop foul, behind home plate, left of the dish, to the seats, make a play! Young lady got out of the way. I think that was a wise move. People want to catch a foul ball until it gets near them. And then they want to get the heck out of the way. They go turtle back. Southpaw Brad Beck comes into the ball game. Normally wears jersey 23. 2-2 to Brown. A swing and a miss on the slow bender. And it's Beck who gets out number number 2. And his first out with the strikeout. Still at first is Chase Headley. Brown had doubled, reached on a fielder's choice, lined out to center, and now the strikeout. 1 for 4 in the game with a couple of runs scored. What's nice about tonight for Lake Elsinore? A run in the first, a run in the second. 8 runs in the fourth. They're back at it in the sixth, and they have to play Matt Hagan. He tripled and scored, drove in a run in the fourth. 1 for 3 in the game. First pitch missing, 1-0. Actually, Beck on the mound. Normally 23 is mentioned, wearing his teammate's jersey, but 28's not too far off. I don't mean numerically, I mean just connect the dots. 1-0 inside, 2-0. The starter, Fernando Rodriguez, went 3 1/3. 2-0 pitch. Popped high, right side. Who's it going to be? Shallow right field, second baseman to his left. That's Leahy, and has to go back a step to his right, but makes the catch, and Hagan is gone on the pop-up. In the inning, though, Lake Elsinore sends 7 more to the plate. Remember, they sent 11 to the plate in the fourth. They send 7 here in the sixth. The Storm score 3 runs. They do so on 4 hits. No errors and a runner left. We're 6 complete, 2/3 of the way through at the Diamond. 13-1, Lake Elsinore.
For the best value in baseball, you can't beat a night at the stadium, cheering on Lake Elsinore's own Lake Elsinore Storm. And for the best value in real estate, you can't beat the years of satisfaction you'll get from owning a distinctive new home from Corman Lee Homes, the 2006 SMC Home Building Company of the Year. Throughout the Inland Empire, Corman Lee is scoring big with homebuyers by thinking like a homebuyer, listening to their needs and preferences, and building homes for the way people want to live. You can experience the Corman Lee Value Advantage right now at Vizcaya in Lake Elsinore. Voted as the 2006 Community of the Year under $399,999. So when you're aiming for maximum value in a new home, you can be sure of hitting the strike zone every time with Corman Lee Homes. Find out more about the Corman Lee neighborhoods near you by visiting CormanLee.com. That's CormanLee.com. Then get in the game and join the winning team, the home team at Corman Lee Homes.
The air conditioning and heating costs for your business can be as much as 50% of your energy bill. Pacific Rim Mechanical's experienced service representatives can inspect your building's HVAC systems and provide solutions to save you money. With offices in Riverside, Orange, and San Diego counties, we're in the right place to make a difference to your bottom line. Maintenance programs protect expensive investments, so call us at 1-800-891-HVAC. That's 1-800-891-4822. Pacific Rim Mechanical, meeting the heating and cooling needs for your business.
XSE 1700 AM, Tecate, Baja California.
Cash 1700.
Where money talks.
Now back to Lake Elsinore Storm baseball on Cash 1700.
Top of 7, Lake Elsinore on top by 12, leading 13-1. Cesár Ramos, Storm starter, has thrown 81 pitches through his first 6 innings. He'll begin the 7th against Sean Rodriguez, Rancho's shortstop. He's lined out to right center, also hit by a pitch on a 3-2 pitch in the 4th. 3-11 batter takes a pitch inside, 1-0. Actually 3-10 when the night began, forgive me. Still though, top 9 in the league in hitting, top 3 in home runs. 1-0 from Ramos. Popped high and foul. Right side, parking lot bound. It's a ball and a strike. We've reached the 9 o'clock hour as well. All that means is getting closer to a finish line in a ball game that began less than 2 hours ago. Rancho with 3 hits through 6 innings. Rodriguez looking for his first in the 1-1. Missing inside. Fastball in, 2-1. Tomorrow, Chris Hiley for the Storm against the Modesto Nuts. No kidding. The first of 3 against the Rockies affiliate. They were the Oakland A's affiliate for 30 years. The 2-1 swung on, fouled back off the netting, 2-2. But actually the Storm playing host to Modesto for the first time this year. The Storm went to Modesto in their very first road trip back in April and swept the Nuts at John Thurman Field. And then the Storm swept Modesto again in middle of June. They're 6-0 against Modesto, and tomorrow the Nuts in town for the first of 3. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, line to right center field. Giving a chase is Josh Howard. He's going to have to play it off the wall. Josh will pick it up. He's going to turn and throw into the second base bag. The tag applied, and out at second base is Sean Rodriguez. What an amazing play by Josh Howard. First of all, he sprinted toward right center, but that ball was hit so hard that it got passed and to the wall. So Howard rerouted, was playing it off the wall. He grabbed it left-handed and turned and threw a strike to the bag. And that ball beat Rodriguez to the second base bag, and Sean, he gets credit for the single. But he's thrown out at second, and that is a Mission Optometric eye-catching play of the game for all your vision needs in Canyon Lake and Lake Elsinore. Mission Optometric, we'll see you there. 9-6 on the throw out. Adams with the tag. Ramos will take that. 1 out. Here's Michael Collins. Forgive me. It's the new player, Josh LeBlanc. I didn't write it into the book. And LeBlanc, first pitch swing and a foul tip into the glove, and it's 0-1. Josh came in defensively in the bottom of the 6th inning. His first at bat of the night. Comes into this ball game hitting .223, and the 0-1 in a lefty-lefty matchup, missing outside, 1-1. LeBlanc didn't play Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, but comes in here in the midst of a 13-1 Storm advantage in the 7th, and with 1 out, 1-1 pitch, called strike on the outer half. Ramos ahead, 1-2. I wonder what kind of gas Ramos has left in the tank. He's approaching 90 pitches. The pen that is isn't throwing right now. Big exhale by Ramos, the 1-2. Fastball hit out into left center field. Ramirez has to hurry on the run. A diving effort. No, he'll keep his feet and make the catch. I thought he was going to have to dive. He was making his plan to dive, but realized he could get there. That's special speed when you can react like that. So LeBlanc in the cleanup spot. His first at bat of the series. 223 batter through 72 games. Denied a hit. On the running catch, the sprinting catch by Yordany Ramirez, who made that catch almost out in left field, let alone left center. So 2 down, 2 nice plays. Here's Cliff Remley, left-handed hitter, takes a pitch up, 1-0. Storm plays some solid defense tonight. There's a number of plays that I can look back on and make that the defensive play of the game. Remley 0 for 1 with a walk, and that 1-0 is well struck out in the left center, but that's playable for Ramirez as Yordany drifted back and over to his right, and turns out to be a 3-batter inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, none left. We're 6.5 complete at the Diamond in Lake Elsinore. Hope you know that it's time for a 7th inning stretch. Brought to you by Walker Physical Therapy and Menifee Valley Athletic Club. Excellence in healthcare and encouraging you to stand tall and enjoy. 6.5 complete. Lake Elsinore 13, Rancho Cucamonga 1.
BAB Financial Services has the right home loan for you. For all your residential financial needs, call 951-323-1872. In business since 1987, BAB Financial Services offers quick turnarounds and no surprises. Whether you are credit challenged to A-plus credit, hit a home run with your next home loan. Act now on a new purchase or refinance with great rates. And for honest, ethical advice at all times, call BAB Financial Services at 951-323-1872. An equal opportunity lender.
Sparkplugs.com is the one stop for all your spark plug needs, whether it's your family SUV, dirt bike, sand rail, boat, RV, jet ski, or generator. Sparkplugs.com will have it in stock. If it's made by NGK, Denso, Champion, Autolite, or Splitfire, Sparkplugs.com has it on their shelf, ready to ship. Looking for technical or crossover information? Log on today to Sparkplugs.com and see why they are the only source you'll ever need for spark plugs. Sparkplugs.com. If they make it, we stock it.
You know the goal of a baseball game is to get home quickly, and nothing is more exciting than a play at the plate. Well, Farmer John feels the same way about dinner. All Farmer John products, ham, bacon, sausage, and hot dogs are made fresh right here in the Southland, so they can get to your home plate as quickly as possible. Farmer John is the preferred hot dog of the Lake Elsinore Storm for the entire 2005 season. Get fresh. Get Farmer John.
Now, back to the Imperial Capital Bank Studios on Cash 1700, where money talks.
Fans, bottom of 7, Storm by 12, and Skip Adams, number 12, is at the plate. First pitch from lefty Brad Beck, swung on, fouled back, 0-1. Lake Elsinore, 13 runs, 14 hits. Adams, 1 for 3. He has a hit, he has an RBI, he has a run scored. And the 0-1 to Skip. Change up there, called strike from the southpaw Beck. 0-2 the count. To Adams. Breaking ball well outside and hits 1-2. Single Skip. That is not a baseball term, though he did have a single tonight. He's playing the field. The 1-2 offering. Got him. Came inside and kerplunk. Adams hit by a pitch for the 9th time this year. And with Modesto coming into town tomorrow, I'm reminded that Skip Adams was hit 3 times in one game this year in Modesto back on Thursday. It was a Thirsty Thursday then on April 13th, but the Storm were hit 6 times. Adams was hit 3. With Adams at first, it's the pinch hitter, Tim Turner, who will bat for Yordany Ramirez. Yordany, 2 for 3 in the night, a couple of singles and a run scored in a 4-game hitting streak, but he's done for the night. First pitch to Tim Turner. Fastball for a strike, 0-1. Tim Turner, right-handed batter, 238 average. Takes first pitch strike and the 0-1 to Timmy. Swung on, grounded slowly toward the second baseman. Fielding, and now throwing to first. Now it's Adams in a rundown as Skip will be heading back to first base and finally tagged out there by the second baseman, Ryan Leahy. It's only the second out of the inning. Rancho reacting as if it's out number 3. Hey, boys, it takes 3 to get out of the inning. But Turner bounces into the 4-3-6-4, I believe. Thank you, Lloyd Nixon. He just followed up what I had thought, the official scorekeeper. Echoing the sentiments of 4-3-6-4. That means Leahy, who fielded the ball. Adams was at first going to second. Skip held up. So Leahy threw to first, and then Adams in a rundown, and Skip was tagged out. So a double play ball, and here's top of the order, Josh Howard. Left-handed hitter takes a called strike, and it's 0-1. Howard, 2 for 4 in the game, came in batting .311. 0-1 from the southpaw Beck, misses low, 1-1. Rancho executed that ground ball to the right side pretty well there. You don't always see it like that. The 1-1 pitch. Off speed, missing away. Howard leaning and lunging, but laid off. 2-1. Hitters count. 2-1. Popped high and foul. Left side. Couple of sections past the dugout and up about 15 rows. Guy makes a play, hauled it in. Chipotle-sponsored Foul Ball Fiesta. You make the play, you don't pay. It's lunch for 2. Thanks to Chipotle Mexican Grill in Temecula. Unburrito, but you got to make the catch. Two outs, the 2-2. Breaking ball away, 3-2. Beck came in with 1 out in the 6th. He's retired 3 of 4, and the 3-2 pitch is grounded toward the second baseman Leahy. Ryan charging. He'll throw sidearm there to get the out, and gone is Josh Howard. So after the 7th inning stretch, Lake Elsinore on a hit by pitch, and then a double play ball, and then a ground out. And what turns out to be a 3-batter inning for Brad Beck. 7 complete. We'll go to the 8th at the Diamond in Lake Elsinore. 13-1 Storm.
Arrowhead Credit Union has been serving the communities of the Inland Empire for more than 50 years, providing excellent service, convenient locations, and competitive savings and loan programs that our members deserve. Arrowhead Credit Union has access to over 1,800 service center locations and over 25,000 free ATMs nationwide. If you live, work, or worship in the San Bernardino or Riverside counties, you can join Arrowhead Credit Union and start enjoying fabulous rates, friendly service, and convenience. Visit www.arrowheadcu.org for more details.
Paris Valley Auto Center, where every new car purchase comes with a 1-year maintenance policy and receive an oil change for just $15.95 for most cars when you mention this ad. Paris Valley Auto Center is the top in customer satisfaction in the region and within minutes of anywhere in the valley. Bring in any auto ad and we'll show you the Paris Valley difference. Every new Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile long-haul warranty. Kia, a great car at a great price.
My girlfriend loves Kelly Clarkson so much, I know all her songs. And last week, she converted her apartment into a Kelly museum and charged me admission.
Are you addicted to Kelly? Ford can help treat your Kelly addiction. Go to addictedtokelly.com and enter for your chance to win Kelly's Ford Mustang GT convertible and a walk-on role in our next music video.
In Kelly's video?
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Contest ends 9/30/06. Open to legal U.S. residents 18 years or older. Enter now at addictedtokelly.com.
Now, back to the Imperial Capital Bank Studios on Cash 1700, where money talks.
Now back to Lake Elsinore Storm baseball on Cash 1700.
Thanks again, Eddie, for the help in studio at Cash 1700, where money talks, and so do I. Lefty Cesár Ramos, 7 solid innings, leading 13-1, and now done for the night. as reliever John Thomas, former Minnesota Twins minor leaguer, recently joining Lake Elsinore, and Thomas actually pitched in Rancho in his Cal League debut. Actually, I shouldn't say that. With the Storm, JT, John Thomas, pitched in San Jose in a couple of seasons when he was with the San Francisco Giants organization. These days, though, with the Storm, on the hill and at the plate, Rancho's Cody Fuller. Right-handed hitter takes a pitch that misses from the southpaw Thomas. John has come into the ballgame, replacing Cesár Ramos, and Thomas's fifth appearance with the Storm. The 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. Cesár Ramos, 7 innings. Through 92 pitches, allowed 1 run. It was earned on 4 hits. He struck out 2. He walked a batter, hit a batter, and he's in line for his 7th win. 1-1, hammered foul, ripped left side, parking lot bound out in front of the Diamond Club. Hope the fountain's okay. But it's just a long strike. And a 1-2 coming up. Approaching 2 hours, 10 minutes in. 2 to play. 1.5 to play, really. The 1-2. Breaking ball fouled. Off the netting. Right side. No souvenir. Ramos certainly did his job. And the Bats, they haven't let down Cesar either. Storm out hitting the Quakes by 10. 14-4. And on the run column, it's a little bit worse. By 12. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball high from John Thomas. 2-2. Thomas, no decisions. 6 innings. He's allowed 6 hits. Couple of walks, 3 strikeouts. Part of the mix right now. High rally stock look for the former Rigetti High School star. And 2-2 is swung on line. Left side down to the corner, but foul. Hooking about 15 feet left of the foul pole. New center fielder for Lake Elsinore is Tim Turner, who pinch hit for Yordani Ramirez. In the bottom of the 7th, and now moves to the outfield, quarterback in the defense. Speaking of, here's Rancho's quarterback defensively, Fuller, and the 2-2 to Cody. That is lifted out into left center. Turner will take it on a bounce and throw into the shortstop Adams. Fuller as a lead-off single. Rancho's 5th of the game, Fuller's 2nd. Cody had a triple and scored in the 5th. He has Rancho's lone run. And it came on Drew Toussaint on his ground out back in the 5th inning on a ball that was hit to Chase Headley, the third baseman. Another time of the night. Different game. Headley's coming home with the throw to keep a 0-0, or to keep Rancho on the zeros, but that's not the way it ended up in the 5th. Throw in across the diamond. Here's Toussaint, right-handed hitter, first pitch swing, and a foul tipped into the glove. It's 0-1. But Toussaint, 0 for 2 tonight. 5 for 11 in the series before tonight. The 0-1 up high, 1-1. Drew now with 30 RBIs on the season. Storm by 12. In the 8th, runner aboard. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. Let me get you a Padres update. Temecula Motorsports out-of-town scoreboard report. Say it isn't so. Trevor Hoffman may have blown a save. 2 in the 9th for the Rockies, and it's tied 8-8 in the 10th. 1-2 pitch is chopped left side. That's going to bounce, and foul as Thomas was there to make sure it went foul. Headley picked that one up and went long toss there for a souvenir to a kid by the stairwell by the Storm dugout. Gretchen Todd of the Storm Ticket Office, Director of Ticketing, young lady. I did encourage taking Petco by storm. August 20th, a Sunday, Major League, Minor League doubleheader. Call Gretchen, and remember, she's single, but if you're asking for tickets, 951-245-HITS. Gretchen with a green note that says 3102. That's the announced attendance. Monday's attendance was 0, she told me. The 1-2, swing and a miss on the slow off speed. Drew Toussaint, you, my friend, can sit down. Gone on the punch out. And with one down, brings up Tim Duff. Gretchen, I don't know if you know this, but Storm reliever Kyle Stutz from Texas, his parents in town, met him the other day. They got me a plaque, the title of Honorary Texan, a lifelong responsibility, hereby bestowed on Sean McCall, and you, my friend, can sit down. First pitch here to Tim Duff is a wild pitch, sailing past the catcher, and off to second goes Cody Fuller. Rancho has a runner in scoring position. The Stutes family with a gift for me. I want to say thank you. I yelled down right away, got their attention. Stutes! They turned around. Gave a shout out to Mr. and Mrs. from Port Neches, Texas. Their son Kyle, busy with the Storm this year, 35 games out of the pen. Duff at the plate, the 1-0 to Tim. Missing outside with a fastball, 2-0. Duff, 236 batter, didn't play in any of the first 3 games of this series. Tonight, a strikeout and a ground out. And awaiting a 2-0 from John Thomas. Recently celebrated a birthday. 25 years young. The 2-0, missing again, 3-0. But Thomas's birthday was on the 24th, Monday, to start the homestand. It was nothing night. That was the promotion. Free admission, free parking. Not a lot going on here. That's the idea. Nothing night. No PA, no sounds, etc. But baseball. And on nothing night, the Storm got nothing. But a loss, 9-0. And that was the way that Thomas celebrated a birthday. Well, at least during the game. He ends up walking Tim Duff. Missed on 4, Duff down to first. Little visit between Hagen, the catcher, and the reliever, Thomas. Remember, starter Cesár Ramos, 7 strong. 1-out triple in the 5th. And then a ground out brought home Cody Fuller. And that's how Rancho got on the board. Otherwise, Ramos goes 7 shutout. But the Storm defense very solid tonight. Here's Ryan Leahy, singled his last time up and first pitch swinging. Bounces one foul, third base side, and not only hopped over the first few rows, but went about 7 rows deep, 2 sections past the Storm dugout. Did somebody lose a beverage? Beer sales have stopped, have they not? We're into the 8th. So on a Thursday, no more beer sales. The 0-1. Hit high and foul to the grassy berm. Heads up, kids, for those paying attention. It'll hit on the slope, bounce up the hill a little bit. That's a grown man. He needs to be out of that area. That's kids' country for me. Hey, Dad, let the kids play. Get your own jungle gym. It's not the Diamond. That's just my rule. I say have fun, but when the kids are having fun, let them chase it. Dad's got a quicker first step. Nonetheless, Dad's got the souvenir. Looking for a double play ball. 1 out, first and second. 0-2 coming up. The pitch. Swung on, lifted to left field. Given a chase, and Ciafroni can only play it on a bounce. Waving home Fuller. That throw is cut off, and Rancho's on the board for the second time. Leahy, 3 hits on Monday. 0 for 4 Tuesday. Didn't play on Wednesday, and finds himself 2 for 3 in the contest, and with the RBI single. So Fuller scores. He led off the inning with a base hit. After a strikeout, he went to second on a wild pitch. Tim Duff then walked. Leahy then on a 2-strike pitch, the changeup, was able to pull one to left for a single. Here's top of the order, Nate Sutton. Left-handed hitter takes a pitch inside, 1-0. Rancho, 4 hits through their first 7 innings. 2 here in the 8th. The 1-0, swung on, lined, and off the glove of Tim Brown. He dove for it to his right. Ball goes into right field, and Josh Howard comes in. He'll soft toss to Kazmar. The second baseman will run it in the rest of the way. Brownie nearly made the special play. Instead, Sutton has a hit for the 3rd game in this 4-game series. He had 1 on Monday, 1 yesterday, 1 for 4 tonight. But that was a line drive, nearly gloved. And with pitching coach Steve Weber making a slow walk out toward the mound, John Thomas will have a few moments to gather his thoughts. He wipes away a little bit of sweat off the brow, took off the hat for a moment, and he'll wait for Weber to get there to the mound. If Brown comes up with that baseball on the line drive that hit off his glove, maybe a double up Tim Duff at second base. Nobody to throw to at first base. Ryan Leahy might have been a guy to get off the bag, but turns out to be hard hit single that loads the bases. Rancho down by a 13-2 margin. Special hello to Dog Wonder. Thunder stops by. He'll sit here press box level. At the plate, Freddy Sandoval. First pitch off the glove of the catcher Hagen on a pitch outside, but Hagen scampers for it, 1-0. Last time up, Sandoval hit into a double play. Adams to Kazmar to Brown. That ended the sixth. Switch hitter batting right-handed. The 1-0 swung on, hit out into center field. Tim Turner has to hurry on the sprint. Turner able to make up the distance there and make a catch out in right center. That's a nice play. His speed is amazing sometimes, and the reactions there. He started in, had to jump out left and hurry to his left, and ends up making a catch. Sandoval gets credit for the RBI on the sac fly, more of a line out. Ball caught out in right center field, but it is an RBI on the sac fly that scores Tim Duff. And the Quakes, a run in the fifth, 2 here in the eighth. Not done yet. Here's Sean Rodriguez, right-handed hitter. Singled his last time up, 1 for 2 in the game. 3-10 batter. First pitch, breaking ball. Rolls in, misses low, 1-0. Thunder's birthday coming up on Sunday. Is the Friar going to be in the mix? Yes, the Friar will be here. The 1-0, well outside, backhanded by Hagen, 2-0. Sunday, July 30th. Padres will be in Colorado against the Rockies. The Storm will be here, 6:05 on Thunder's birthday, Mascot Mania. 2 outs, 2 on, and the 2-0 is swung on and foul tipped into the glove, 2-1. Storm by 10, leading 13-3, also doubling up the Quakes in the hit column. Now it's 14-7, and the 2-1 from Thomas misses inside 3-1. He's already thrown 26 pitches. The starter Ramos threw 92 in his 7 strong. Better be careful with Rodriguez. This guy's got 20 home runs, 24 doubles, 67 RBI. 3-1. Missing high. There's ball 4. Second walk of the inning. This will frustrate a pitching coach. All you got to do here is throw strikes, or at least that's the attempt. And Thomas, frustrated as well, steps off the back slope of the mound, takes off the hat, wipes away some sweat once again, and stepping up is Josh LeBlanc. LeBlanc, left-handed hitter, his only at-bat of the series. Came in the 7th against Ramos. He flew out to left center. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch, breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. I don't think Rancho thinks yet that they're in it. But listen, it's baseball. You never know. Storm put up 8 runs in the 4th tonight. The 0-1. Down low, 1-1. But a good thirsty Thursday crowd. Tomorrow, Friday night fireworks, a night of fellowship. Saturday, a giveaway with some entertainment and Cal League baseball. Sunday, Thunder's Day. 1-1, swing and a miss. LeBlanc chasing a pitch, and the 223 batter down 1-2. This is the 8th batter of the 8th for Rancho. Leahy's at third, Sutton at second, Rodriguez at first, and the 1-2 to LeBlanc. Slung on, blooped out into shallow center field. Turner on the sprint. He's going to catch up to it and actually slows down to make the play. Gone is LeBlanc. Helps to have sprinter speed in the outfield, but in the inning, Rancho gets a couple of runs. They do so on 3 base hits, no errors, 3 big ones left. 7.5 in the books at the Diamond in Lake Elsinore. 13-3 Storm. We'll be back.
Roger Howard purchased a new pet.
Okay, I'm going to throw the stick, and I want you to fetch the stick, chicken. The stick's over there. Hey!
But chickens are, for the most part, stupid.
Okay, chicken, catch the ball. Ready? Chicken, you got to keep your eye on the ball.
Chickens are only good for one thing, eating. Introducing the Western Bacon Chicken Sandwich at Carl's Jr., A big charbroiled chicken breast with bacon, barbecue sauce, and crispy onion rings. For a limited time only at participating restaurants.
At Rancho Ford, we know salespeople can be intimidating, but Rancho Ford salespeople are nice, like that really nice guy who can't get a date because he's such a good friend. To illustrate this point, for the remainder of this commercial, we are replacing the term salespeople with the more appropriate descriptor, nice guys. Come on down to Rancho Ford and let one of our nice guys show you our huge selection of Ford vehicles. Rancho Ford, just off the 15 freeway in the Temecula Auto Mall. Rancho Ford puts the Ford in affordable.
And now, back to Padres Talk with Bruce Bochy.
Our next guest is up-and-coming comic Scott Limebrink.
Thank you. Hey, I just flew in, and boy, my arm's tired.
Thank goodness the guy can pitch.
Is this thing on?
The 5 days of summer conclude on Sunday, August 6th, when the Padres and Washington Nationals play at 105. All kids 14 and younger will receive a Padres lunchbox presented by Bank of America. Plus, kids get to run the bases after the game. Get your tickets at Padres.com or 1-877-FRIAR-TICKS.
XSE 1700 AM, Tecate, Baja California.
Cash 1700.
Where money talks.
You're listening to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700.
13-3 Storm, and pitching for Rancho is Ryan Leahy, kid from Salem, Massachusetts, who's been playing tonight as the second baseman, but he's on the mound against Sean Kazmar in the 8th Storm by 10, and a couple of pitches missing now. With Kazmar already 3 for 4 in the game, 3 runs, 3 RBIs, and took a hack at that one. 2-0 foul back, press box level, it kicks back down. Off the seats. 2-1 the count. So reliever Brad Beck done for the night. It's now Leahy, and the 2-1 is thrown over the head of Kazmar. I'm sure Kazmar not thinking that one's intentional, just a position player. I don't think Leahy, let me make sure he hasn't pitched this year, and no, he hasn't. But he begins the windup. The 3-1. Fastball pop foul behind home plate. Rainbowing in and down to the seats. Storm tonight, they scored a run in the first and the second, 8 in the fourth. The 3-2 pitch popped high, right side. First baseman Remley is at the bag and there to make the squeeze. Kazmar is out number 1. Kaz won't be thrilled about that. Chance at a 4-knock night, but also against the position player. Leahy has played in this series on Monday at third, Tuesday at short. Yesterday didn't play. Tonight he's been at second. He's now pitching. And Peter Ciafrone at the plate. First pitch 58 miles an hour. Missing up and away, 1-0. Second pitch. Looks like a knuckleball from Leahy. Missing outside, 2-0. I'm not sure what he throws. Maybe he doesn't either. 2-0 pitch. Fastball low, 3-0. At least he's a quick worker. Ciafrone had 2 deep flyouts in the first and the third, and then he homered in the fourth and doubled home 2 in the sixth. He has 5 RBI tonight. The 3-0. There's a pitch up and in, and on a 4-pitch walk. Down to first base goes Ciafrone. That won't hurt his average. Came in batting .336, and he's hit in 9 of the last 11. New second baseman is Nate Sutton. So Rancho loses their DH. Sutton comes in with Leahy moving from second to the mound. We're in the 8th Storm by 10, and at the plate, Nick Crosta. First pitch outside, 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, that's lined, and the shortstop making the play, that's Rodriguez. On the backhand side. Taking one from Nick Crosta. Nick, sac fly RBI in the 6th. 0 for 4 in the night. Gone for out number 2. Brings up Chase Headley. Chase, one of 3 Storm players to homer tonight. Kazmar and Ciafrone, and then Headley in order. Chase, 2 for 3. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Takes a pitch that misses 59 miles an hour. 1-0. Another floater. Looks like the knuckleball missing away, 2-0. Leahy working quickly. The middle infielder listed as generously so at 5'10". Misses inside, 3-0. The Storm had a position player pitch this year. Tim Turner looked good in High Desert. The 3-0, a strike. Headley taking 3-1. If Chase gets a base hit right here, he'll be hitting over 300. 3-1 pitch. That's taken for a strike, 3-2. 2 outs with Ciafrone at first. He'll be off and running. Infield's playing back. The 3-2 pitch. Missing up high. Headley thought about it. Flinched at it, laid off. Draws the base on balls. Second walk of the inning. First and second for Tim Brown. Brown, 1 for 4. Doubled back in the second with 1 out. Later scored on a Skip Adams 2-out single. That made a 2-0 Storm. And it seemed like, well, there's a lot of baseball left. You never know. But an 8-run fourth. 3 more in the sixth. And Lake Elsinore is in a little bit of a cruise control mode. First pitch to Brown. Swung on. Popped up. Left side. Foul territory. Who's it going to be? The third baseman, Sandoval, near the coaching box to make the squeeze. And Brownie. 1 pitch, 1 out. Gone on the pop-up. And Ryan Leahy will remember his pitching performance. He puts up a 0, and Rancho will take their hacks and take their try in the ninth. But 8 complete at the Diamond, 13-3 Storm.
Former UCLA Bruin quarterback Matt Stevens and Paradise Chevy spokesperson Rachel York.
Matt, when was the last time you were moved by an offer?
Back in 1984. We're playing the University of Nebraska, and all game long, those big Husker linemen kept offering to move me to the sidelines permanently.
I remember you were sacked 6 times.
7.
Ouch! Well, here's a play call that can really have you moving.
Hut hut. Now move out in a brand new 2005 Chevy Tahoe LS at just $28,495 net from Paradise Chevrolet.
On approval of credit, $28,495 net price after $2,500 factory plus $1,500 loyalty rebate. The number 148536.
Paradise Chevrolet. Temecula Auto Mall.
Buying, selling, or financing your home can be scary, but not when you work with the right team. Colonial Investment Group takes care of all your real estate needs, whether you need to buy or sell your home or simply refinance. We take the time to explain your options and help you make the right decision based on your needs, regardless of credit or income levels. Call us at 888-933-6700 to find out how we will save you money. Colonial Investment Group, your real estate and home loan center. Equal housing lender, licensed by the Department of Corporations.
The sky is falling. The sky is falling. No, it's just that your ceiling needs to be repaired, and FMG Construction and Restoration can help. FMG Construction and Restoration is available for all your commercial and residential needs for fire damage reconstruction, water damage restoration, mold remediation, and much, much more. FMG Construction and Restoration is available for 24-hour emergency service by calling 877-737-8788 or check us out online at fmgconstruction.com.
Now, back to the Imperial Capital Bank Studios on Cash 1700, where money talks.
Now, back to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700.
In studio. Thanks for the help at Cash 1700. Top of 9, 13-3 Storm. Into the ballgame for Lake Elsinore, reliever Richie Daigle. At the plate for Rancho, Cliff Remley, left-handed batter, first pitch swinging, lifts one into left field, shallow left. Ciafrone has to hurry, and on the run, Peter is there to make the squeeze. Looks like Rancho wants to get the heck out of town. 1 pitch, 1 out. Remley, 298 batter. 0 for 3 with a walk. Brings up Cody Fuller. Fuller tonight has scored 2 runs, 2 of Rancho's 3. He has singled and tripled. He also bounced into a double play, but he's hitting over 300, came in batting .299. Righty-righty matchup with Daigle replacing John Thomas, who worked the 8th inning. First pitch, fastball, a called strike, 0-1. Thomas in 1 inning after the starter Ramos. Cesar went 7. Thomas, though, allowed a couple of runs. Left the bases loaded, though. Limited the damage. 0-1 pitch. Fastball line. Headley knocks it down to third base and picks it up barehanded. Throw to first base. Not in time. Fuller beats it out. That is his 3rd hit of the night. Nearly a special play with Headley moving to his left, and I thought just the fact that Chase was able to go find it, grab it, chuck it, just not in time. The center fielder for Rancho able to beat it out. Storm have had a number of defensive gems tonight. I've got Kazmar with 1, another one from Kazmar. Adams had 1 with help from Tim Brown. The double play combination. At the plate, Drew Toussaint, first pitch fastball, swing and a miss, 0-1. Josh Howard had a tremendous play in the 7th, throwing out a runner. Yordano Ramirez sprinting from center. I mean, there's plays all night. One of the great defensive games, I think, this year for the club. Toussaint 0 for 3, 243 batter, and 0-1 from Daigle. Breaking ball low, 1-1. For Richie Daigle, it's another game of experience. Former outfielder in college who has now worked 36 games, counting this one tonight. He's 5-0 with an ERA of 3.98. Working from the stretch, 1-1. Fastball, popped foul. Behind home plate, who's making a play? Guys are going for it. Mom is protecting the baby. She's laughing, watching these grown men knock each other around looking for a foul ball. These guys are having a little bit of fun. Storm as well, up by 10. Daigle trying to keep it that way. The 1-2 swung on, bounced foul into the Storm dugout. It kicks right back out. Let me see what's going on with that Padres ball game. Remember, they led at one point in Colorado by a 5-0 margin, and then 7-3. Actually, they led 6-0 and then 8-3, only to see Colorado get 3 in the 6th, 2 in the bottom of the 9th. So it's now in the 10th, tied at 8. Padres and the Rockies. The 1-2 from Daigle, popped high behind home plate, right side, and that's going to get to the seats. Look out. Baseball means plastic, and thankfully, nobody wore it there. Tomorrow night, Night of Fellowship. Should be a full house or at least a very good crowd, but tickets are available. Call the Storm for a fireworks extravaganza that will follow. Cal League Baseball with the Storm hosting the Rockies affiliate, the Modesto Nuts. And to find out more for the best seats, call 951-245-HITS. The 1-2, fastball inside across the thighs, 2-2. Rancho now with 8 hits on the night. They had 7 yesterday when the Storm won 7-2. But Lake Elsinore will certainly stay in first by at least a game and a half. They lead Lancaster and High Desert by 1.5. 2-2, fastball swung on, pushed right side and foul just to the right of the bag. It was fair for about 87 feet and then hopped to the right at the last moment. Toussaint, the right-handed hitter, was jammed on the play. Drew had 5 hits in his first 8 at-bats in the series. But he went 0 for 3 yesterday, 0 for 3 tonight. 4 now. Picked up an RBI in the 5th. Missed out on a hit in the 3rd. Struck out his last time up. Runner at first is Fuller. The 2-2 from Daigle. Fastball outside, 3-2. Here's the line from John Thomas. He went 1 inning, allowed 2 runs earned on 3 hits. He struck out 1, walked 2, and now it's Daigle. 3-2 pitch. Fastball, bounce foul. Third base side, down the line it goes. So the Padres, 8-8 in the 10th. Let me see if there's anything else going on Currently, Oakland is up by 2 over Toronto. If Toronto can rally, the Angels would be in first by themselves. If not, Oakland would be in first with a win at home against the Blue Jays. 3-2 from Daigle, fouled again. Third base side, off the stairwell. Bounces to the manager, Bobby Mitchell. He picks it up. Left-handed toss. He goes first row. Oh, it ends up in the Storm dugout. The kids missed out. He went away from the fans in front of him. Went toward the dugout. Didn't get it. 3-2 from Daigle. Fastball foul. Third base side. There's Mitchell making the play. This time he's going to toss it to the kid again. This time the kid's got it. Thanks, Bobby Mitchell. Thanks for caring a little bit. I've watched Bobby Mitchell here at the stadium and during the course of Cal League baseball this season. Likable young man. Seems like he's got perspective and focus. It's not just all baseball. There's the human touch as well. Rancho's manager. His club down 10. 3-2 pitch. Fastball foul. First base side. Headed toward the canopy and the kid spun zone and let him go chase after that. Very first pitch of the inning was a fly out to left, and then Cody Fuller ended up singling. Toussaint spinning about 10 pitch at bat. 3-2 from Daigle. Foul back. Richie will have to work a little bit more. Double play would be nice. The Storm tonight, 13 runs, 14 hits, no errors. Rancho, the Angels affiliate, 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. But a Quakes club that went into yesterday's game just 2.5 back. Had they swept the series, they would have been a half game back. And the 3-2 from Daigle misses up and in. That's a great at bat from Drew Toussaint. Kept on battling and ends up walking. And it brings up Tim Duff. Storm home tomorrow through Sunday, and then Monday's off, then 10 in a row on the road. Duff, strikeout, ground out, walk tonight. First pitch swung on, that's lined into center field, that's a base hit. Tim Turner's going to pick it up. The runner from second, Fuller, will score. Daigle won't be thrilled about that. Rancho's on the board for the second time in as many innings, and it's now a 9-run game. 13-4, Rancho trailing. Duff, the RBI single against the Storm. Duff was hitting 300. 3 for 10. He's 1 for 3 tonight. He's at first. Toussaint at second. Daigle's earned run average will be over 4 now. Hang in there, Richie. I know he was battling there with Toussaint. And Drew ended up walking. Then Duff singles into center. And now here's Ryan Leahy, the pitcher. He came in and pitched in the 8th. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Right-handed hitting second baseman, but yes, the pitcher. First pitch is swung on. Lined out to right center field. Turner, though, has a play going to his left. At second, Toussaint unable to tag, and Turner's throw comes in a hurry, all the way on a one-hop near third baseman Chase Headley. And Leahy gone on, kind of a line out to right center. More line than fly for me. It is the second out of the 9th, and the Storm just an out away. Nate Sutton will stride to the plate. He was the DH all night, and then in the bottom of the 8th came in as the, quote, second baseman, with Leahy moving from second to the pitcher's mound. Left-handed batter, 1 for 4. Daigle's first pitch. Fastball. Wow, missing somewhere. It's 1-0. Giants got beat today on the road. Arizona lost at Philadelphia. The Padres get beat 9-8 when the Rockies score the final 6 runs of the game. The 1-0 is a ball that's slowed down by Sean Kazmar after Tim Brown went diving after it, but ball had a lot of spin to it and just waited to see for the official scorekeeper's reaction there. A single for Nate Sutton. Ball had a lot of English on it, and Brown went to his right. Ball got past him, and Kazmar backing up the play. At least it saves a run without Kazmar diving for it. Toussaint scores instead. Drew's at third. Duff's at second. Sutton on the single is at first, and here's Freddy Sandoval, the switch hitter, batting left-handed. First pitch from Daigle. Fastball grounded slowly toward Kazmar. Sean has a three-hopper. He'll throw to first. Sandoval gone, and so too is Rancho. Lake Elsinore, they split a series. Go 2-2 during the first leg of this 7-game homestand, but tonight a convincing victory for the first-place leaders in the Cal League Southern Division. The Padres affiliate over the Angels affiliate, the Storm 13, the Quakes 4. It is a final. Thanks for being a part of the play-by-play. I'm Sean McCall. It's Eddie in studio at Cash 1700. Don't go too far, Storm fans. We're going to come on back with a Lake Elsinore Hotel and Casino Storm post-game show. It's coming up next.
You've been listening to Lake Elsinore Storm Baseball on Cash 1700. The Storm wish to thank the following sponsors for their support all season long. Storm Baseball is brought to you by 74 Motorsports, Albert Hill Ranch, Anheuser-Busch, Arrowhead Credit Union, BAB Financial Services, BAM Promotional Products, Best Western, California Coast Credit Union, Carl's Jr., Chipotle, Colonial Investment Group, Community Little Book. Stay tuned. Coming up next is the Lake Elsinore Storm postgame show on Cash 1700.
Storm fans, when buying, selling, or financing the home of your dreams or investment property, Mount Real Estate offers service above the rest. Tired of the promises other brokers offer but never deliver? Call Mount Real Estate and get back to straight talk and personal service. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or exchange property, or if you need a new home loan or refinance, get the attention and service you deserve. Call Mount Real Estate Services at 866-789-6737 today, or contact us on the web at mountres.com. Mount Real Estate Services. Service above the rest. DRE license 014-696-77. For 60 years, you've included Best Western in your family's summer vacation. To say thanks, the Best Western Hotels of California, Hawaii, and Nevada are offering you a limited edition $50 Best Western travel card and up to 20% off your stays with our baseball fan rate. Experience the best summer ever with the Best Western Hotels of California, Hawaii, and Nevada. Because when you stay any 6 nights with us through August 19th, you'll receive a $50 travel card to use towards a future Best Western stay anywhere in the world, including the 338 hotels in California, Hawaii, and Nevada. And save up to 20% off with our baseball fan rate. Visit us today at bestwesternbaseball.com or call 866-743-8738. And remember to book the baseball fan rate.
Denny's works for me after a late night out because it's like open. And unlike drive-thru food, it's, good. And they got that new Extreme Grand Slam, just $5.99. 3 strips of bacon, 3 sausage links, 3 ways to say delish. And it's not food in a bag, flying at you through a window. Please drive through. Bossy. Denny's late night, 24/7. Works for me.
Price, participation, and hours may vary for a limited time only.
Here it comes. Swing! Look at there! Look at there!
Nothing beats baseball. Hot dogs cooking, peanut vendors, the crack of the bat.
Yeah, baseball is great, and you look ready for the season, decked out in the eyes of the storm.
The Lake Elsinore Storm games have these great giveaway days, and we get lots of cool items.
Sweet. What else did you get?
Well, we got a hat one night, a t-shirt another game. My kids got backpacks, and that's just a few games we went to.
Man, that's awesome. I see there's a company logo on the back of your hat.
There is, but on the front, it's the Eyes of the Storm, the #1 selling logo in all of minor league baseball.
This would be a great way for me to get my company name out into the community.
It sure is, and the items are saved and displayed, like bobbleheads, hats, thunderdolls.
What?
I'm Dawn with BAM Promotional Products, and I supply items for the Storm giveaways.
Wow. No BAM. Promotional Products and the Lake Elsinore Storm have opportunities for your company to reach thousands of people. Call the Storm at 951-245-HITS or Dawn at BAM Promotional Products, 296-1733. It's time for your business to step up to the plate with the Storm and BAM. Play ball.
Now, back to the Imperial Capital Bank Studios on Cash 1700, where money talks.
It's time for the Lake Elsinore Storm post-game show on Cash 1700. Brought to you by the Lake Elsinore Hotel and Casino, located just a long home run away from the Diamond, and inviting guests to stop on by for poker, blackjack, and the best deal in town. With a recap of the ball game, a check on the out-of-town scoreboard, and more, let's go back out to the ballpark and join Sean McCall on Cash 1700.
Welcome back to the Diamond in Lake Elsinore. Welcome as well to tonight's Lake Elsinore Hotel and Casino Storm post-game show. No bus blackjack, better odds than Vegas, 24-hour restaurant service with affordability. Make sure you're a part of the 2006 $250,000 Road to Riches at the Lake Elsinore Hotel and Casino. Tonight, winning ways all right for your Storm. The Padres affiliate with a stronghold on first place in the Cal League Southern Division Lake Elsinore splits a series at the Diamond against Rancho, their I-15 rivals. Back-to-back losses Monday and Tuesday. Back-to-back wins Wednesday and Thursday. Tonight, 13-4 Lake Elsinore. For the visitors, 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For the Storm, 13 runs, 14 hits, and nary an error. The win goes to Cesár Ramos, now 7-4. The loss to Fernando Rodriguez, 7-6. Ramos, who came in with the lowest earned run average among active pitchers who qualify in the Cal League, allows only 1 run tonight. It came in the 5th inning, but at that point, Lake Elsinore was rolling along with a 10-0 margin. But to recap this one, as Lake Elsinore improves to 55-48, 19-14 in the second half, and winners of 2 in a row. Rancho falls to 47-57. The Quakes are 15-19, and currently 5 make it 4.5 back of the Storm in the South. Rancho has now lost 12 of the 18 head-to-head against the Storm, and tonight in a 13-4 win, here's how it went. Bottom of the first, 0-0, 1 out. Sean Kazmar goes deep. Second in as many games. He did it yesterday on a 2-run homer in the first. Today a solo blast, and his 8th of the year made it 1-0 Storm. In the second, Tim Brown's 1-out double. Skip Adams' 2-out single. That scored Brown, 2-0 Storm. Then, with a game-changing 4 good, starter Fernando Rodriguez for Rancho doesn't get out of the 4th. In fact, the Storm would send 11 to the plate, hitting 2 home runs. In the 4th alone, 8 runs on 6 hits. There was trouble abound for Rancho as the Storm would go up by 10. Ramos comfortable with a no-hitter through 3 1/3. A shutout until the 5th when a 1-out triple by Cody Fuller, followed by a ground out to 3rd that scored Fuller. Got the Quakes on the board, but again at that point, Lake Elsinore leading by 9. The Storm would add to it in the 6th inning against the reliever Rafael Cruz. The right-hander had retired 4 in a row and 5 of 6 since replacing the starter back in the 4th inning. But in the 6th, single, 2 RBI double with Peter Ciafrone getting his 5th RBI, 4th and 5th RBIs of the night. Howard and Kazmar, who had singled in front of him, scoring. Later, Ciafrone scored on Nick Crosta's sac fly RBI, and Lake Elsinore had a 3-run 6th on their way to a 13-1 advantage. Rancho 2 in the 8th, a run in the 9th to make it a little more respectable. But tonight, 13-4, Lake Elsinore and the Storm. They win their 2nd in a row, and tomorrow they'll try to make it 3 straight. I've got an idea on how I can share what's going on with what's on deck, but we'll have to take a timeout. I've got big league scores. I'll select tonight's Carl's Jr. All-Star or Stars of the Game, and yes, remind you what's on deck, including tomorrow, Modesto in town for the first of 3 and a promotional-filled weekend here at the stadium. Fans, keep it tuned to Cash 1700. Eddie's in studio. I'm Sean McCall, reminding you to visit our friends a long home run away from the Diamond at the Lake Elsinore Hotel and Casino tonight. Winning ways for the Storm. We'll take the break and come on back with some closing thoughts right after this.
Mr. Jackson, we're calling to say you're late on your credit card bill. Can you please call us to schedule a payment and avoid future late fees?
If you're getting collection calls from your credit card companies and you want to put a stop to it, gather your bills now and call the Debt Helpline.
Mr. Jackson, we've been trying to reach you. If we don't hear from you soon, your account will go into collections.
We can help you stop the late and over limit fees on most of your credit cards and reduce your high interest rates, in some cases up to 60%.
Mr. Jackson, this is our last warning call. The next call will be from our legal department.
Get your debt and credit card bills under control. Gather your bills and call today for a free consultation on how we can help you get out of debt. 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395.
My girlfriend loves Kelly Clarkson so much I know all her songs. And last week she converted her apartment into a Kelly museum and charged me admission.
Are you addicted to Kelly? Ford can help treat your Kelly addiction. Go to addictedtokelly.com and enter for your chance to win Kelly's Ford Mustang GT convertible and a walk-on role in our next music video.
In Kelly's video?
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Contest ends 9/30/06. Open to legal U.S. residents 18 years or older. Enter now at addictedtokelly.com.
Denny's works for me after a late night out because it's like open. And unlike drive-thru food, it's, good. And they got that new Extreme Grand Slam, just $5.99. 3 strips of bacon, 3 sausage links, 3 ways to say delish. And it's not food in a bag, flying at you through a window. Please drive through. Bossy. Denny's late night, 24/7. Works for me.
Price, participation, and hours may vary for a limited time only.
XSE 1700 AM, Tecate, Baja California.
Cash 1700.
Where money talks.
You're listening to the Lake Elsinore Storm post-game show on Cash 1700.
Mostly quiet, mostly vacated at the Diamond in Lake Elsinore. 37 games left after the Storm get a victory 13-4 over Rancho, splitting a series against their I-15 rivals, but winning for the 12th time in 18 meetings against the Angels affiliate, the Quakes. High Desert victorious today against Modesto. Meanwhile, Lancaster trailing against Inland Empire at home. The Storm leading both the Mavericks and the Jethawks by a game and a half, and if High Desert does get the victory, and right now leading in the 8th, actually in the 8th at home, they're leading Modesto by a 10-5 margin. If High Desert does hang on, the Storm just a game and a half up. Lancaster, meanwhile, they've won 4 straight, but they trail by a 10-5 margin. Lancaster hosting Inland Empire at Clear Channel Stadium in Lancaster, and the Jethawks, if they do lose, they'll be 2.5 back, and that's only if you care, and certainly I do, as a Storm Club trying to make the postseason for the 9th time in 13 years. They are in first. That's good news, and tomorrow they'll be back at it against the Modesto Nuts, a team that they've defeated 6 times this year, 6 in 6 games, but that's a 3-game sweep in April on the road and a 3-game sweep in June on the road at John Thurman Field. Tomorrow will be the first of 3 with a Friday night fireworks gathering, a night of fellowship, 7:05 first pitch. On Saturday, game 2, likewise 7:05, Padres giveaway, Padres jersey auction, Dancing Christopher with some entertainment here for the fans, and then on Sunday, 6:05, Thunder's birthday party, a dog bowl giveaway for the Green Dog, thanks to Guarantee Bank. Mascot Mania, the Friar will be out here, and plenty of Thunder's friends for entertainment here at the stadium. Hope you can come on out and catch the action. If not, keep it tuned to Cash 1700. We'll have the coverage for you. That's what's on deck to close out July, with Monday being a day off. And looking ahead, don't forget 10 in a row on the road to begin the dog days of August, and then returning August 11th against San Jose, the best in the league. We'll be here 4-3, the 11th through the 13th. Make your plans and call 951-245-HITS. You can always check things out and buy tickets online at stormbaseball.com. Let's check out a Temecula Motorsports out-of-town scoreboard report. Besides Lake Elsinore's 13-4 win here tonight at the Diamond, the Padres in action as well. And San Diego rolling a 4-game winning streak. They were leading against the Colorado Rockies, and comfortably so, at Coors Field, but it wasn't meant to be tonight. The Padres led by 6. The Rockies scored 5 unanswered to send the game into extras, and then a run in the bottom of the 10th was the difference. 9-8 Colorado. Fuentes the win. Scott Williamson, newly acquired or recently acquired, suffers the loss. But the Padres had 12 hits in the comfortable lead. Mike Piazza homer today, is 16th. Brian Giles is 7th. Former Storm and Cal League MVP Josh Barfield, who played with the Storm in the end of 02 and then all of 03. Barfield, 2 home runs today at Coors Field. Now with 7 on the year. But in the end, Rockies win by a run. And the Padres, they started the day in first place, leading Arizona by 2.5, the Giants by 3, the Rockies now within 5.5, and a lot of baseball left in the major leagues. But today, Jamie Carroll singled home the game-winning run after Yorvit Torrealba had tied the game with a 2-out home run off Trevor Hoffman in the bottom of the 9th inning. Torrealba, former Cal Leaguer, is part of that wild finish for the Rockies at Coors Field, and that's the start of the Temecula Motorsports out-of-town scoreboard report. Other scores in the National League: Cincinnati, 2 in the 9th, just adding to it. 8-4 win, doubling up Houston on the road. Ken Griffey Jr. hit his 20th of the year. Adam Dunn, his 31st, as Cincinnati wins by 4 in Houston. Cubs win, as Chicago gets a 5-4 victory over St. Louis. Todd Walker, Michael Barrett, that is, homered in a victory at Wrigley over the Cardinals, 5-4. Arizona falling at Philadelphia. How about former UCLA Bruin Chase Utley extending his hitting streak to 27 games? Corey Lytle got the victory. Vargas the loss. Flash Gordon saved 25 as Philadelphia wins 5-2 at home. Connor Jackson, former Cal Leaguer, hit his 9th of the year. Luis Gonzalez his 10th, but those were solo home runs in the first and second inning for Arizona. They don't score after that. They lose by 3 in Philadelphia. In Washington, our nation's capital, San Francisco got 2 in the 9th inning. Not enough. 6-5 Washington as the Nationals have won 6 in a row. By the way, Alfonso Soriano hit his 32nd of the year. Ryan Zimmerman his 13th in a win at home over the San Francisco Giants. Florida today defeating Atlanta 6-1 at Turner Field. The Braves had crept within 4.5 in the wild card race, but there's a lot of baseball left. They may not win the division for their 15th consecutive division title, but also they lose today at home by 5 to Florida. In the American League, only 4 teams in action, only 2 games. Baltimore, a 6-4 win in Kansas City. Rodrigo Lopez, the former Storm, the former Padre, is 7-11 this year with a win today on the road over the Royals. And also a final in Oakland. Oakland 5, Toronto 2. Former Cal Leaguer Ted Lilly suffers the loss, 9-9. Joe Blanton, the win, his 11th of the year. Houston Street, save number 21. Oakland moves into first place. In the American League West, they are a half game up on idle Los Angeles. The Angels did not play today, but the Halos still just a half game back in the American League West, trailing the Oakland Athletics. That, fans, is a complete Major League out-of-town scoreboard report brought to you by our friends at Temecula Motorsports. As far as tonight's Carl's Jr. All-Stars of the game, and yes, I'm going plural, certainly Storm starter Cesár Ramos, 7 innings of 4-hit, 1-run baseball. He walked only 1 and earns his 7th win of the year. Sean Kazmar, he homered, scored 3 times, drove in 3. Peter Ciafrone homered as well, had a 5 RBI night, and he's the Storm leader in RBIs and batting average. And the triumvirate tonight, Ciafrone, Kazmar, and Ramos, the Carl's Jr. All-Stars of the game. Let's wrap this one up and get the heck out of here with a numbers breakdown. We'll do it like this. 13 for Lake Elsinore. 13 runs, 14 hits for the Storm. 4 runs, 10 hits for the Quakes. No errors for either team. The win to Ramos, 7-4. The loss to Rodriguez. Fernando falls to 7-6. No save in the ballgame. Time of this one, 2 hours, 42 minutes. The announced attendance, 3,102. The Storm with the win improved to 55 and 48. Also 19 and 14 here in the second half. Winners of 2 in a row. Rancho 47 and 57. They're 15 and 19 in the second half. And after a 3-game winning streak, they too have lost back-to-back 2 in a row. Fans, 103 games in the books, 37 more. And hopefully some playoff magic come September. But thank you very much for the support, and may it continue. Thanks as well to Lloyd Nixon here, press box level, the official scorekeeper, making my job a whole lot easier. Thanks as well to Jeff Joseph, the media relations director, and a special thanks to Eddie in studio at Cash 1700. For everyone involved in Storm Baseball, I'm Sean McCall, bidding adieu and saying goodnight from the Diamond with the final, Lake Elsinore 13, Rancho 4. Fans, enjoy what's left of your Thirsty Thursday. Have a terrific Friday night. Remember, the Storm in town all weekend long against Modesto. Hope to talk to you tomorrow at 6:50 with a pregame show. But as always, until then, take care of yourselves, and so long, everybody.